Hello everyone and welcome to the Baba Yara Sports Stadium for our continuing coverage of the Ghana Premier League. It's match day 28 and this afternoon it's the home side Asante Kotoko welcoming Aduana Stars to this venue, a venue that both teams know very well. Asante Kotoko go into this game knowing that 3 points for them will consolidate their lead on the Premiership table. And the two teams are roaring and ready to go as Asante Kotoko kick us off. They're playing from left to right, from defense through the middle, and then they launch themselves straight into attack. Sharif Mohammed lays on the pass. The cross is on, could be first goal. Oh, a blunder there. Mohammed Sharif, Christopher Neti, he can dig one through with his right, decides to go for the pass. Header on target. That was close. To Brit. In figure, this looks good for the porcupines. Oh, thunder strike from who else?
What a way to score your 19th goal of the season. And just look at the celebration. Not even looking at the run, he knows where the Cameroonian is. And that pass was excellent, and the finish, super finish.
I can't say the same for the Porcupine Warriors, as they will be glad to go into the half-time break. Let's see whether the men up front can do justice on the other side as Yaya Mohammed gets the second half underway. Good turn by Brighter J. He's got his eyes on target, but he pushes the ball up a bit too much. Good recovery once again.
If they get twisted and turning down the right side, look at the link up between the two Cameroonians.
Well, he's got 19 already. And Frank Mbella Etuga is saved by Joseph Ado. Oh, there's almost always a first.
In the moment Etuga was here, thinking, where should I put it? No movement from the goalkeeper, went down the right side, and that was a quick save, brilliant save. Amazing stuff. Onto the Indum Stadium, Elmina Sharks 2, Wafa 2, big game. We've done 84 minutes there.
For my money, he's worked totally hard here today. Lays on the pass to Etuga. Etuga is brought down, but was that a fair challenge? Appease the gods, as it were. Wow. And again, a little bit of credit to Joseph Ado. He gets right again.
Yeah, he's not moving on the line. He's
ball floated in by Jenfi. The header is on. Oh, that is it. That is the equalizing goal by Bright Ajay. And look at the bend on the ball. Up went Bright Ajay. Well, that's it. The fans, mixed reaction, mixed feelings here at the Baba Yara Stadium. Hello everyone and welcome to the Baba Yara Sports Stadium for our continuing coverage of the Ghana Premier League. It's match day 28 and this afternoon it's the home side Asante Kotoko welcoming Aduana Stars to this venue, a venue that both teams know very well. Asante Kotoko go into this game knowing that 3 points for them will consolidate their lead on the Premiership table. And the two teams are roaring and ready to go as Asante Kotoko kick us off. They're playing from left to right, from defense through the middle, and then they launch themselves straight into attack. Sharif Mohammed lays on the pass. The cross is on, could be first goal. Oh, a blunder there. Mohammed Sharif, Christopher Neti, he can dig one through with his right, decides to go for the pass. Header on target. That was close.
To Brit.
In figure, this looks good for the porcupines. Oh, thunder strike from who else?
What a way to score your 19th goal of the season. And just look at the celebration. Not even looking at the run, he knows where the Cameroonian is. And that pass was excellent, and the finish, super finish.
I can't say the same for the Porcupine Warriors, as they will be glad to go into the half-time break. Let's see whether the men up front can do justice on the other side as Yaya Mohammed gets the second half underway. Good turn by Brighter J. He's got his eyes on target, but he pushes the ball up a bit too much. Good recovery once again.
If they get twisted and turning down the right side, look at the link up between the two Cameroonians.
Well, he's got 19 already, and Frank Mbella Etuga is saved by Joseph Ado. Oh, there's almost always a first.
In the moment, Etuga was here thinking, where should I put it? No movement from the goalkeeper, went down the right side, and that was a quick save, brilliant save. Amazing stuff. Onto the Endom Stadium, Elmina Sharks 2, Wafa 2, big game. We've done 84 minutes there.
For my money, he's worked totally hard here today. Lays on the pass to Etuga. Etuga is brought down, but was that a fair challenge? Appease the gods, as it were. Wow. And again, a little bit of credit to Joseph Ado. He guessed right again.
Yeah, he's not moving on the line. He's
ball floated in by Jenfi. The header is on. Oh, that is it. That is the equalizing goal by Bright Ajay. And look at the bend on the ball. Up went Bright Ajay.
Good evening, Abusia for ya sign ababiu ene enwumre ene awie baby a wo bia no mechiaw e wo baby a wo bia no aha eye Kotoko Focus TV said e kan no ene ya ba habiu, and we are here to talk about Ghana Premier League and Asante Kotoko interest eye ade a eno ene de edika e dey ehia yen enti we are here to talk about football and Asante Kotoko enti se wo ha na wo dwumadi so a share ma afoforo so nya bi na omo so nya dai enya bi nhwe wo baso a wo de share dwumadi no ma afoforo so enya bi nhwe. I know say a lot of people are down because Asante Kotoko about draw, but in football no bibia nyan say wo hu de ya na tie ne say won koye no de odu achi no so ometo. That is one hope I say ase ne say even though ye bo draw omo mu di achi no so no omo bo draw e kire say the points in it, no, sa ne tie bibia nsesan ye enti ni kwase e man ebo ehu. Even for the past 4 games, out of 12 points, we are able to get 4 out of 12. We are able to get our senka ukikabuma kenya more points, but you lose 6. You lose 6 points and you move 4 and a GF is also after 1. Let's say okay kabumwa and a team back on so after 1. Let's just say anko ye nanso so no. So to compare even all these problems that we are going through no, yet still we are leading the league log. That's one thing you should know. Yes, league you know, yeah, that's really leading by 9 points. It's like the same thing as last week. So here enti obaswa no ahye dwumadi no ne ye nyina atwetwe nkomo na ye nyina betwetwe nkomo ne ye hwese e de ne ko ye de na nko ye na ball na ye ball ye no me de mi hu ye say ye ball no pa, but hard luck any di yenya, hard luck any di yenya eno nso nkire se e bi ade man so anko ya eni kwase bi a ye ka na ene I can't blame anybody. I cannot blame anybody. Chances ne baye yantimi an she ne yantimi an she go no she na ama. You can't blame anybody. You cannot blame anybody, not coach, not management, anybody. A football they see you know and they say and see until let's move on. Now moment Ghana Premier League no table no ye bekeka so hwa de odi kan ya Asante Kotoko ye wo 56 points. 56 points. The Otoso eye Bechem United omo 47 points. The Otoso ye Mediama United, Mediama FC omo so 46 points. Omo na say omo toso miensa. Accra House of Folk etoso 9 omo 44 points. Accra House of Folk toso 9 omo 44 points. Great Olympics etoso num omo 43 points. Aduana Stars omo toso ensia omo 42 points. Kerala United etoson almost 40 points. Lagos Cities almost 1 game to play. Nyame admo mo bone chena almost 39 points. Almost toson watwe. Brekum Chelsea almost 39 points. Almost toson kron. Ashanti Gold e wo 38 points. Almost toso du. Na eye Babiani Gold Stars almost e wo 38 points. Almost toso du baako. Na du mienu eye Dreams FC e wo 33 points. Na Tamai Red Tamale United almost supposed to do me and some 33 points. Accra Lions almost game back at hand almost so 33 points. Almost the torso edu 9. Edunum eye 11 wonders. 11 wonders. Some reya yekikan se ne ye the league na abawi ya and the team say relegation no eye Kimfesa West Africa Football Academy and Elmina Sharks. So 3 teams in and relegation. Even though ye monyu ye Alaj Guza omo man homene so say ya na ekodia ene wan hwe ya last year or ye lucky just say it was by inch na relegation. This year it seems the same. Nanke kasa afi we de ekoye but Alaj Guza afi so enya enkoye Alaj Guza e wo 31 points out of 16. West African Football Academy almost 27 points are almost so a year 17 and Elmina Sharks and so 21 points almost so 18. Now Elmina Sharks there almost relegation no matter what because aka a year 7 points aka 6 games no so say the nyina enim no amount 18 points into 18 points no so almost shedding in akra na ombenya 39 points 39 points 39 no next say was say RTU a free baby any Go Stars this one lose some games in baby any Go Stars here only said they catch them last week no baby any Go Stars here another win to say free relegation zone into next game baby any Go Stars next game Makamsi League we wa obenya 41-42 ekono won call relegation because so here say wa baby any Go Stars match na aka 6 games 38 points na 38 no Kimfesa e 31 e kire say e was say lose as many as 3 games continuous na Kimfesa so win 3 games and san no wetumi abisa omo and san Kimfesa etumi abisa omo by 2 points in ohwe omo home performance na akom 2 home games na kire say ombetumi in ohwehwe calculations na kire say baby any Go Stars ombenya 6 points e dey account mo dey on to 6 points no e be kan de omo we hu a 38 na kire say e be ma omo as many as 44 points eti baby any Go Stars there metumi aka say they are out of relegation team a ehuma omo teams a ehuma omo na yie eye Red Tamale United betimi akọ Dreams FC betimi akọ Accra Lions nso betimi akọ 11 Wonders betimi akọ Kimfesa betimi akọ West Africa Football Academy womo nso so likely say omo nso so omo kọ relegation it is aka one team a obejoin say 2 teams see anka West Africa Football Academy no mutumi win ya nanka omo benya 29 points into 29 points no na omo a chances of getting out of relegation but still 27 no what the omo home matches yes 4 games so say na aka na eno what the kabumu a 4 games no ebe ma omo 12 points omo home no 12 into the 12 no ekoka 27 ho a ankoye there is 39 enkoye ana me ma senye mun kan kire me because only 3 a ebe ma yes 39 enkoye enti ene metimi aka say eye West African Football Academy say omo win 3 home matches and omo 4 home matches aka ni nyina kura na this say omo tumi kon win 1 game away na eno eye possible na say nye possible there West African Football Academy aye from Wafa omo so metimi aka say omo so ekọ relegation West Africa Football Academy omo so ekọ relegation per my quotation in me analysis make kano say sa na tie dia na West African Football Academy womo nso so ekọ relegation na Kimfesa omo chance say ombetumi stay if you say 11 Wonders akom 2 home games 11 Wonders akom 2 home games na omo 2 home games no mo hwa de sa 2 home games na mo wo no omo 32 say omo hye ni mienu a ebe ma omo 39 points and say unya 39 points a na che say so omo antimi an win a game e wa away a na che say omo so be relegation ti gise say 11 wonders e be ko ya ma omo a gise omo two home na omo win no omo sa ko win one away game e ka ho enti so omo nya ne saade a na 11 wonders e betumi aske through out of the relegation. Now yewe Kimfesa omo 4 home games to play. Kimfesa has 4 home games to play. Now omo 4 home games no the man here tough when say omo ni Accra House of Folk e wo game e wo Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium. And now omo sa 11 wonders esa wo game eno so wo Baba Yara. Enti say omo tumi win a the moment omo ni ba 11 wonders e born so omo share 11 wonders a omo te 11 wonders a ho de so ko form. Enti e ya de a e very difficult. Even though they still have a chance to stay true. Nti so here omo 4 games na Kimfesa aka no remember omo 12 points so omo tumi win ni nyina now the back koka ho ane chese omo benya 43 points nti allow the cruiser so team no mo be carry league we mu a this all we know home ni nyina aka ni nyina now for so home games no so no including say obesha Accra House of Folk now obesha 11 wonders any omo a ekeka ho na chese e very difficult e very difficult say Kimfesa ombetimi aske true because omo next games no ukohe Kimfesa omo next home games mama me compare the Kimfesa omo next 4 home games Kimfesa games aka Kimfesa into okeka bo mu eye niam na ehu ye hwe omo mbeka Ghana Premier League no omo mbeko na ewi e beba soro ho ewi e beba soro ho yewi a yebeba esoro ho ne yakwa akohwe de ekoka ho Asante Kotoko Kimfesa omo home games a omo wi a de esre ne say May 22nd Kimfesa omo next game omo 11 wonders ana ebo ewo Baba Yara Sports Stadium nyame ya aduma kwasi ada ebe na ka league no omo ya waju so omo midweek minim sababa so dia na se midweek wo ho dia Kimfesa bebo no 11th 18th May na amasana se ebo no Sunday dia Sunday omo ne 11 wonders ena ebo omo wi a omo betutu omo namon e de akọ anyinase ne Kaela e de akọ akọhyehyɛ so na omo wi a omo bebo Great Olympics e wo Kumase na omo wi a omo sabo Accra House of Folk e wo Kumase 12 games what a 12 games it omo bo 2 top games are Great Olympics plus Accra House of Folk ni nyina wo Kumase sa times no da omo ne Olympics bo na Kotoko so ne mediama ebo e wotakwa omo ne House of Folk ibo no na Kotoko so ne Olympics e wo nkran ebo enti na de e ho no na omo last game omo wi a omo sa akọ Tamale eni eye Real Tamale United akọ omo so eye relegation threatened zone club na ye wi a eye Kimfesa eni Legon Cities maso okro do besa be Kumasi bio na one no e dey about the final game enti Kimfesa e wo 2 away games no Kaela league no o makam o mu mfrim o mu 4 points enye hwe o ntimi nye o so o ntimi medi top 4 enti Kimfesa pa o mu nye operations ye so metimi o be so o kam a football there operations wom o ye operations ya eni e den enko Kaela so bebre o mu wi a o mu Red Tamale United actually need there o mu forget it eno there e lose de ma o mu nti because actually no eko enti one transfer wo so be hye no enti na Kimfesa wo mu games aka eno no enti wa wutie no unim ba bia Kimfesa ye de hwe ase ofo no West Africa Football Academy wafa de me se omokọ but yenhwe wafa nso so omo next games wafa next games na yenhwe de wafa nso omo next games no so ebeye wafa omo next games no ehu pa West Africa Football Academy wafa omo next games no very tough wafa next games tough wafa omo next games no very difficult omu ene say de nyina anim no omu wi a omu ne Accra Lions ene kwa akobo e wo Sugar Kope na omu asa trans abo home ade a omu kwa away with Dreams FC na mo hwa de Dreams FC omu chances of stay no very slim because omu trouble chrome for the past 4 matches ni Dreams FC win a game coach no coach on fair say do oba ayi o dwane no musa oba ye Dreams FC o dream for mo win game wo hu sa wo tenchan a sebe ye mpanifo se de otobo abo kotre ne ho nya hin se de o ka se wani gine ebi ene ekoto no ofosu ye fense coach ofosu ana hwanhwan wo tenchan wo kire nkofo coaching but obai wo ntime woni one game ni krom kura no wabo draw mienu ene wabo draw woni kin face aso sa draw no ko lusu wa class of folk enti wafa ebekọ Dreams FC omu wi a na obo bechem ewo suga kofe na omasa akọ baabi ani enu sei baabi ani de be hye omoto na omu wi a oma bebo 11 wonders enne ma me kire say 11 wonders league no say 11 wonders betimi akamu a omu games a omu wa ebebo omu omu ni Kimfesa ana wafa Kimfesa ana wafa so omtimi ni Kimfesa bodra ewo Kumase coming this weekend Kimfesa call relegation metimi aka no pain say Kimfesa call relegation say 11 wonders bebo draw Kumase a Kimfesa call relegation 11 wonders akem wafa call ana the other teams no so eko nti o hwa Elimina Sharks de de ye wie wo call nti de o masem de ye waste time na Karela wie a wafa last game be call Karela call anyinase nti o hwa na chese wo 3 home games no cry 3 o hwa home games 3 1 2 3 into mo away 3 home 3 ene wafa mo me kan kire mo se ojugu bye bye wafa ojugu bye bye wafa e relegation because we winning the 3 games ne kura na ni nyina e be kan 27 points ne ho a obenya 36 points into West African Football Academy ene Kotoko Focus TV aka kire mo se ye ka se wafa e relegation this a miracle bisi gise muntie o obeka se wo de window to me se gise miracle bi esi na me 11 wonders there me wi a ene na ekosoro na afei yakofa highlight the long highlight na bremo na afei e wi a yakwakoye discussion na ebie phone line no na mo so mai dai wonso wa ba mu bi na ye be kan wonso o message ewo ho ye be kan wonso message wo bibia obetumi aka bia wonso betumi ayedai aka enye bone sebe enya atimdidie ena enye bibia enti ye wi a na wonso so wa yedai wonso so betumi aba be ka wadwen ye bibie phone line na wonso aba be yedai wa be kire wo adwen enti so he wafa ominous games a tough pa wafa me say wafa 11 wonders wo mo so 11 wonders meet me aka chem say omo no ene Kimfesa tough ma omo mienu nyina gise miracle bi si say miracle bi ansi a omo 3 home games ana samre ya me no kasai na me ka so mo 2 ohwe league log na omo 31 ntom bi omitmenya 40 gise omo weni ni nyina na omo pe one draw ntina makase se omo ni Kimfesa bodra na kire se asem atu Alhaji Cruiser ene ne ma Kimfesa Alhaji Cruiser nkofo dodo na akasa ebisi Asante Kotoko ebisi say but this has nothing to do with Asante Kotoko enti esro won so de se de nyina anim no Asante Kotoko eye Kumase Asante Kotoko omo matchesa aka no eye se de nyina anim no omo 2 home matches Bekum Chelsea ana Elimina Sharks na Kotoko beko Great Olympics eye Accra omo ko oli omo ko Oboase Kotoko beko Mediema ana Kotoko abo Accra Lions Kotoko omo next 6 games aka no na amoma yenko eye omudi Asante Kotoko echi eye Bechem United so here Bechem wamun so Bechem so ewo crucial games omuso wo crucial games pa eso omuso so edai ebo inti so here very good ayo inti we Ghana 2022 league na ye fe say obi anya obi a Bechem omo sign bechem asem we de omne Legon cities omo kotamale mo hwa de o omo quality you omo free omne Legon cities na ebo na omo ko soga kofe na omo abebo aduana na omo so hwe games we a bechem you obi a they are yet, I think this season crown omo lose a game e wo mu krom enti wo hwe omo home games na omo ni brekum Chelsea bebo omo bebo aduana mo hwe ade o omo bebo aduana ana omo be sign abo Legon cities enti omo 3 homes aka no omo 3 homes aka no na che say sa omo we no omo home matches ni nyina e be mo omo 9 points omo ya Asante Kotoko so 9 points ene dantemu de na me ka chem sa Asante Kotoko kene ye wini ya ihia only me Ghana League ni ebon Ghana Premier League there is no way so here Ashanti Gold ni omo betumi awini e football bibia betumi asi omo ne West African Football Academy e bia betumi akobo draw there's a certain games bi wo ha na so Asante Kotoko we always do time say ye league na ya sa lucky na so enam say bibia ntumi nsesa sa league ni wan hwe ya ye de 9 points ne beda ho saa me abo awie because Kotoko ko weni a ne bia omo so atiato hwade bia da ho Kotoko kwa away against Obuasi de odi Asante Kotoko achi eye Bechem United ono so Tamale na betumi survive o Tamale ana because RTU so omo ka league num na RTU so omo ka league num a gise omo hye Bechem omo points aka no gise omo de Bechem ka ho enti se Asante Kotoko bo no obo homa anaso okọ Obuasi pitch no metumi aka cho say eye pitch Asante Kotoko betumi abosso ball pa so hwe Ghana League ya boya apart from Asante Kotoko home any good pitch bia no omalusu wo Tamale na Tamale loss ne de omo amohwe na mekra Tamale pitch no enye but any good pitch bia no omo tan lusu papa omalusu home away 2 home 2 intechese lose omo lusu no enoso ana away de no na away no ma menka samba koncheo omo consider less goals e wa away so intechese Asante Kotoko ba ukromu a eye likely say obetumi abebo draw ana say obehyew ana obehye na eno so ye adwumaden nti Asante Kotoko ko Obuasi nti eno eni Asante Kotoko eni de odi na chi no omo games yenkonko hwe Accra House folk na moma yenkoi na yenkonko fa Accra House folk de mra ya de Accra House folk de ba na afi ya ba kokenka mo message no na ya hwe ya hwe de ye beye afa ho na ye hu de Accra House folk omo next games nso so eno so ene ye de bremu no 2022 league no Accra House folk omo next games omo next game omo ne ba bia ni Gold Stars Accra House folk be win this game no because ba bia ni Gold Stars omo any one of the team omo win any away game bia so far omo draw 1 games omo na away nyi omo lusu but omo so eneye one of the best home winners omo lusu 2 omo share the rest of home games nyina enti kire se ba bia ni Gold Stars ni Accra House folk no Accra House folk be she Accra House folk wia na omo kwata chima ni 11 wonders won has ni 2 relegation teams nebo enu ntina me ka se kimfesa any 11 wonders no ba akọ obeka ho no tough games no omo wia omo 11 wonders nebo no omo wia na omo sane Karela abo wa Accra Sports Stadium na omo ba kimfesa eno abo no omo last game omo any Real Tamale United de abebo enti Accra House folk so hwe a 6 games na aka no omo ewo how many home games omo Olympics no omo 3 home games 3 away games na 3 no ai wo no yemfa ne say omo 4 Accra based games and na omo 2 away games na 2 away no Kimfesa any 11 wonders omo mienu nyina nso so no relegation threatening team enti House of folk womo so edieni enti na de ewo ho no enti moma yenko na Kenya tama ke kofa media ma de ba na nso so ekoye media ma de you could clearly see say ebeye very difficult e de ama media ma say won betumi ai dai won so so ebetimi ahye Enti there's a lot of things I will say between aka ho asem mama mo enema edi ho de ba ene de ekọ enyina no enti the main can say wa wutie bia no you should know say nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Asante Kotoko before I ever league you about this game na you beat has to folk 12 points. They say 12 points na that so da ho. The odi achi before I ever start game we na 9 points. You we na 9 points na da ho. E kire say soro ho no ene e ho no obi ani ho. Na de e ha adwene say when it gets to Asante Kotoko time to kill the league. Twim ana aye problem e de amaye. But mamu remfi say sa na to eye tima odi achi e many be do say wo so be ben Asante Kotoko wantimi anko. Enti mamu ma we enye problem even though media mi hu ne say eye hard luck football sa na tie football eye hard luck ana am yantimi anwene mo de mo am kan messages no me wi a de aka no me de ba beto am so mo de mo nya abotere ye beto aso mo obi enko me se oba so a there's a lot of information about discussions segment so and a segment so be ho and a segment ye wo enipa 3 a ye no mo ebe the segment no na ye nyina discuss onso enche me bi ene ye betra na ye se phone no ebetimi aye kama na onso so atimi a kire wadwen wey when the first message by nipa call the first message by me say me nkan enipa ni nkan ye wo se de we nyina enipa ni nkan ye wasem kra me nkan timi mo wasem kra mabodi am why popular wasabe ka bi o adai language na kan kra me ntiase nyame na bibi me ntiase ntu de fa ho na ko if you enti high Kotoko platforms basubi na beti news why you can talk without talk about ubetimi a kire wadwen wa bra say insult ana ade ba nyame ne say otua obi cause where dey you man I mean be decent kakra minia ehun hia watch we Mohammed Awal or say I'm watching you live from Italy Brejo it's football good luck next game still fabulous you are doing a great job for Asante Kotoko. But as Siminia, we are all doing the best for the interest of Asante Kotoko. Like I always say nothing has changed. We are the media ma any conform. Me say league, you know, there was say Asante Kotoko unti you know, opa. There were penal on family metoso. Me, I'm ready to face you. And I said it. May repeat it you. Me say anybody our officer Asante Kotoko unti league because Asante Kotoko because league na Ghana league ni ebo no. Obo opa ne hwe resource e buy me wi am the resource ne be ma obi o ha unti resource na me wi am me bo resource no wo hwe de see ye ubo hu resource a e ba Ghana Premier League mu ene ubo hu na waka che me say Ghana Premier League ye gye no first round the second round unya yi bia na wakeka bia bom enti wo ye Mawie Mohammed Awal do to so ye Prince and Kapomensa Kotoko should have been awarded 4 penalties today game. Nobody should criticize Mbella. It's happened to top strikers. Minia, Prince, Obian who are criticizing even me hear ball now or say first one, second one by me say on one and some more. Was say no. On one is a consume a boy now. She ne go or share ye. Even though Kaya win ya and can go no ebema the same best but even me young fan a penalty. And this is not the first time our penalties are SCR. Yabo Africa yenya penalties 4 ye say ni nyina wo Kumasi Sports Stadium 4 enti wei enya nwanwa obi o se meboa no mopa munkomachi enche ye yabo penalties yenya penalties 4 ye say ni nyina wo Baba Yara Sports Stadium enti wei nya de a penalties Ghana yabobo bia togu bebre we Ernest Frimpong I'm watching you live from Buenos Aires Argentina I'm appealing to every Kotoko fan should support Mbella no matter the penalty miss Karim Benzema also missed a penalty but he is still continuing taking penalties for Real Madrid. Fabulous the best. Happy Mother's Day to all mothers, especially my mom, Christiana Boatin at Kumawu Beposo. We de wakai de aneja. Yeso said you can, you know. I will wish every mother we de na kamekanso we ni ade abade yesem dikaka. I wish every mother all share program baby obi awo. You wish obi Happy Mother's Day. Ye ma ame no ma mo awo ye ba wiase. Kamuni wan ka yini ho. Especially my mother. Mrs. Comfort Adade Boating. I wish you happy Mother's Day. And a mom we are seeing na senkamuni wa anka ye ni ho. Ye domo. And member we are seeing me we are seeing I say we love you guys. Ye domo nyina Nyankopon so omam ho bande bia mayen. Na sebe muni ho anka ye mema anka ye be dai. Se nyame amom ma anka mema ye be dai. Kodwantwi ne kan. Woni magrodi o ma odo eye fe. Nyame nhira mo. Mama yen try messages no so. Peter, Paka, Mamum Fino, why? Mamum Fino, Mamum responded to or no. Mamum Fino. On the Obeke Canadian tea. Levante, Al Aduas and Kama, don't even mind them. Let them keep talking. Most of them don't know what football is all about. Thank you. Football, it comes with a different altogether. Asante Kotoko. Hard luck for the guys today, but still fabulous. Jemeku, Yamin Shao, and we are now for best mark or say is good for us. Been face or say why Imoro did not cover the post. And yes, here I wish my Apostle blames. Mama, move on. It's football, bro. We love Kotoko. We so free Kwanzi Bonzi. And a Godfred Fusu or say this one be juju or hey Asemo or say any pending kaye o message we make kan muntie mo bia ntie no or has to folk ni na or kase ye kwa kogu anim ase na Ghana. When it comes to Ghana football, African disgrace, if I have to folk na gu anim pa. Has to folk, who team now support no. Na gu anim ase. Or say there, you win the league and go Africa and go and disgrace yourself. Anyways, because all Ali have not in the north. African teams have not stopped playing Africa. Look at you. Your team House of Folk went and get 6-0 and 4. Go back and help them. If you have any knowledge, go and help your club to win the league, bro. Any problem? Let us Asante Kotoko be. A football. Oh boy, I want win it. Somebody league, you know. And I feel they want to win it. What? Any penny kaya me one message. I'll catch them and say there is no way. Asante Kotoko bet me ajida. And when me inbox, I still have the message. And sit that. Now be mum. First now see Aduana. And Aduana Kotoko ye. Beginning with Kifesa anye Aduana nye na odi ba be chim so. I have the message. And then they also Asante Kotoko beje because you have no shame. Into the Krasokana call. You see me free has so da. What a transfer that be Abraham be good when masses are. Where ye Martin Ousu, we are not interested in Go King, but League Cup. Tell the players and the management. Martin, we are interested in the Go King and we are interested in the League Cup. If you are not, we are interested. The boy, if he wins the Go King, yes, it's a plus for him. He's a Asante Kotoko player. And what makes you think, bro? Relax. Why? Mabutre, meaning say ya. But one thing I say, nyabutre, bibian say ye. Bro, bibian say ye. Remember, before Yemebo League, we nearly did 9 points. Right? And we still lead 9 points. So dear Nasi, bibian say ye. Why? Munyabutre. Now, Monka said the last time you conceded 3 goals, Baba Yarano. Your next game, your board draw, 1-1, and then Bella, and a share no more tea. I'll to you, Mobaka, Monka to number here. And next game, you call away, you share 2-0. You share 2-0, and the same in Bella, and a share 2 goals. Football sometimes history, and you may be dynamics to me, I have a pepe. Me, name him say, Bono, either say you 2-1. And I said 1-0. And now me can our platform be space. Obi o team me was our space. I said it. Say the game will be either 2-1 or 1-1. 1-0. And the almost take canon. Honestly speaking, a shame. Because now come a chorus squad me the man ko for say ball near 1-0 na amemuno. And a year me ya. But in your ball now a year 1-1 ne hame. Chorus squad me prediction me yeah na. Now send a bem. And no na amem. Enti eye football na enye easy so Asante Kotoko ball no na enye easy see betuma show mo 2-0 3-0 na enye saa ne nete na enye saa ne nete eno amekan ye but DSC no ene esie ye nya chance of scoring the 2 goals even though ya mix it and we got another penalty but for me Amankuna saa ball no it was a penalty but Amankuna I na just a penalty so the referee decided to let it go and that sometimes ana ya na etie enti mama na haye bebre why na bibia enyan say ye minia Kotoko will win the league Emmanuel Osei yes obe yebeje ana wesu Abdul Kalim Arafat still Mbella yes still Mbella Aduana yinya penalty ni 10,000 obehye ni oboboni nyina massa let us think why we the so the reply ma obi fufro we Isaac Dua I'm disappointed Sergio tonight Isaac I know you hurt but bro football sometimes ade a woni das wo no na adu hamo de woni naso no na akuyama could you believe say whoever believes say I'll to baba be draw e baba ya sports stadium but I to be draw makami bi me say the last time I conceded 3 goals no your next home game your boy you know your boy 1-1 na Mbella ene share ana almost ateka and if you look at the place I see na once in see it moment yes ya sabasa nanso so it's football say enwanwa nanso nyaba besremo umye nyina ye ma komanto na bibie nyanse ye bibie ni wa asai why umye nyina ma komanto we free Richard Edu I'm watching you live from 4BN Old Barras still fabulous the greatest we see Michael will say the game of football hurts but my club will always be Asante Kotoko Michael enu no eye hadwen Arsenal for still I'm support to Arsenal and ko so still House of Folk wins African Cup from you Kotoko at your home grounds what disgrace is more than that and lose African home matches to El Hilal and ES Setien Setif Kra is not a disgrace here wo anybody nka minim say wa would forget me I'm not going to many kind of messages bio Kotoko should take each of any game now as a Champions League final it seems they are relaxed too much and I still love Asante Kotoko I'm watching you live from Laboni we are Kwesi John and here ble when so free Abdul Karim bio say but we never went to Africa to concede 10 goals catch no ono de ono sebe men kan the message kura bio e wa ha and said me kan no me say enipa ninka ya men bande on so free page so da bia betena ha ni wi a na masa asrew because so catch me say Accra House of Folk se mo atu anyi league na bechem Chelsea bechem United and the beje first so sikin facer afi o see the one hwan ana say bechem na beje afi do say Asante Kotoko na beje ye ba kugu ani mase yes Accra House of Folk beje ye ebe share penalty ebe African so what ya sha House of Folk da and come Champions League and I say no other things no all of us sabi ubobi yesu ubobi won so wabo finance say masa mama yenko na yenko nkofwe mama yenfa highlight ni kakra e ba ye be make sure say ye de eye mama yenko ne yenko nkofwa highlight no na yes wi a ye de eye Intermediate this game there I'm not worried about that at all it's football and he said
Strength of the Aduana team has been built and pivoted around those 5 players. We'll take a look at them in a second. But first round, these 2 teams met. It ended Aduana nil, Kotoko 2. Kotoko breaking that jinx at the Nana Ajiman Bedu Park.
16 wins they have won in 27 matches this season. And don't forget, Kotoko have also lost the lowest number of games in the game.
And now they cross carpets to Doma, and there's Yaya Mohammed. He's looking good today. And the 2 teams are roaring and ready to go as Asante Kotoko kick us off. They're playing from left to right. in their traditional all-red outfit. The presence of George Mfege, who looks like will be operating from the left-hand side, would be a plus for them. Wedu pushes the ball forward and finds Stephen Amankona. Good to see him in the first 11. He brings on board a lot of speed. Joseph Kotoko will come forward, and that's a steady approach there from defense through the middle. And then they launch themselves straight into attack. Sharif Mohammed lays on the pass. The cross is on. Could be first goal. Oh, blunder there. But quick reflexes and quick timing by Joseph Ado.
Yeah, nobody closed it on Mubarak, but Mo Sharif with that brilliant pass. And look at the delivery from Amankona in a very good position, but that miscue from Hafiz, nearly turning that ball into his own net. But what I say from Joseph Ado, yeah, we see Mo Sharif with that pass, but look at Amankona one time on the pass, beautiful ball in a very dangerous position. Hafiz trying to clear that ball, but nearly struck that ball into his own net and
tries to go around Shaibu once again. He gets the better of him. Because the sentin is deep. Joseph Ado. Here comes Webu with that long pass. Bella brings it down nicely. Channel 247. Abdom not too happy that he doesn't get the throw, but the throw is quickly effected. Sharif across the face of goal. And Stars not allowing their opponents to settle. Brighter J comes through. Yaya Mohammed lays on the pass. Another of those faulty passes. And the Aduana Stars get the ball away. Nicely cushioned down by Yaya Mohammed. Amankona, what has been taken away from him is Jafi, who picks it up nicely. Good footwork by Jafi. Still would love to go forward. Christopher Nete would put a stop to the run.
amazing skill. Went round Amankona, went round Gama. Still was holding on to the ball. Brilliant skill here. And he's always relying on the pace. Look at that pace from Jafi. And Nete will have none of that.
This looks good for Aduana Stars as they come forward. Connection to Brighter J. He's got his eyes on target. Faft the idea. Faft Jenfi. Behind him is Shaibu. Shaibu makes the run, and that's some quick thinking. Decent cross as well. Oh, Kotoko had bodies in the way, and so it was blocked nicely by Imoro. Shaibu now lays on the pass, finds Jenfi. Brighter J is the closest to him. Can he go around his marker? Again, it's a battle between Jenfi and Nete. Richard Gwedu's final tackle seems to give Kotoko the upper hand. The ball goes over the line. Yes, he can dig one.
Samri, also Ubetimi, Afre, now also Wabed so Obaswa, Yabefau, now also Wababa Chere Adjane, Ewood Median so. Obaswa, Yabefau, now so Wababa Chere Wadjane, Ewood Median so. Funi no, Yabi Edem, and I Yabefa Funi in Kakra, you are near for the segment. And then you started Median in terms so. Nina is all about. Say or say a serve to your club, and I say to also baswa now so wababefa also between aba na also waba abechire wo atwen phone no ya bie number no ene wo screen so na +1 6679556 ayenu na wo say wontumi entua wo we no a with the credit card no me wie program na wo betumi afre me wie program na wo betumi afre me na me so mekire wo ekwan befa so a wo so betumi dai ede etua usika uwia muso ubetimi afre me samre ye bie phone line no edam ofre na oba ye befa wo hello
hello
good afternoon
me pacho me dey Emmanuel me kase free Alexander.
Oh okay Ima
boys no my the football there is full of uncertainties e dream ready they are open on yes and beku and they did well me say league ne dey by all means befa obi ntimi nyim free wo musam they did well say you for the first time you ko share 2-0 and almost for the first time we meeting abekuma say abebo draw enti enye bad regarding penalty ne dey Messi ni Cristiano Ronaldo no nyina umbo penalties etotwene enti we no enye ade bia ye bia no answer ye be encourage wo mu na only lose concentration because football they is played within 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And sometimes the additional time come. And the only idea a coach no or best IQ mama anytime piano. Or my where I want to say referee the final question. Lose concentration. They've done well.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's me. Hello. Hello. Opening.
Yeah, Fabuni can hear. Hey,
Fabuni can catch it.
My friend, no catching from last year. I'm in Tessie.
Oh, Fabunica, with the any intention, Mr. Meet me Catosa.
Yes, yes, and yes, you're doing one yet. So, I say, your boys need the nominee pendant and the freezer, me no, medium, me might can make her. Freezer starting league, pano, and the parliament will say, boys no, bomb or my bomb, and the papa. From day one, precious you for so sa. But I said, go calling and I said, yeah, because but me no football there's net day bit me I saw them because Mbella I say more be support be financial national say be see more be say in free national my boy more kasama because any engine on us.
Hello everyone.
Go bar with me and say nice because league in Sudan say ye drew there will be any because you momushi so for me to no say there meet me because I cannot
Fabunica and Amoteno and Cano all the way from Germany. Fabunica all the way from Germany. Also bet me afre na also abafidie so somebody will be for so. Hello. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, Penny. Pacho from Salaka Sefri.
Pacho from Eric Apia or UK Leicester.
Oh, okay, Eric. Manenkwa.
Yes, please. Pacho with so the audio caller you are phrases here can in fact no kofuna ball pa. Me am take me almost yentimi but me game me nam fat I feel my satisfied my soul say in fact Kotoko is coming up. You know, support to me say them are here was sorry there was a son and auntie. You know, yeah, woman say yeah, I'm here see about bro, yeah. It's better than Zanki be lusu, you know. And Papa not say the water team Nekina or my room hona next game no. It may a corny corini. If you say baby because the game I'm sharing any day. In fact, me and Casamaniaji pa won't see her in India, but Maniaji. To them, they work on
Yamisha, Samunina, and American Kotoko supporters. Yeah, tea football, no, yeah, tears, yeah. Because end of the day, me na make will be said, we said it, phone line is still open. +1 667 228 7956. Osha phone number no. And I'm a dear tour. I can say on I join the conversation now. Over to me, afre now so I day. Odo nwa dom. Game na your ball and yes, and then your bobo fair. Your bobo come on. You makes it chances. You say penalties. You ended up in a draw, 1-1. And now, me I can say, can you share one of the fantastic goal and Bella. And so, coach you on one boy now. Ain't he? Somebody. Also bet me a friend about a chair wadwin. Adwin trend there, and that's all. O friend now bar. You be found now so what can what and yadia 7. Anything be a ye football. A win, lose and draw. Yen lose you about draw. A chair say 7. We have done something positive. It's yen check. Say the moon sono. And then so you better did the segment abremo. And then you did the segment ebebremo. Me say football there sanity we should understand say sa and here enti the phone line is still open ubetimi afre na nso waba be kire wo adwen dwadie no uhwe ewo Kotoko Focus TV Maryland United States ye wo team ni bi nso so ewo Ghana omonso ewo ho em say ya mix obi na ofre onko so koso na frɛ ofra etomu a ye be fa na so ai dai waba be kire wo adwen aha eye Kotoko Focus TV I had here 90% of our discussion centered on Asante Kotoko. Wow. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Opening, good evening. Napom to say, Naga Sefri.
Good evening. I'm not doing my first like a question. Family quick listen.
Oh, Mr. Goku, Napom to say.
I'm not doing.
In Yamiasi. Oh, so Casa.
Maybe a league in Major League no you.
Ah.
Major League no Yamaji players being here for next season, and I am a tiger.
And now, Jim home.
And I am a game players being here for next season. Alone, I am a tiger. Oh. The reason why I'm saying so is say, bet my launching Operation Win Africa.
Oh, you bet me. You bet
my launching Operation Win Africa. Now, we may not win it. We may make impressions, and in 3 years we'll have the African Cup.
Oh, yeah.
You're launching Operation Win Africa with the fact that you're paying for 1 million Ghana cedis. You raise 50 million Ghana cedis, which is almost 10 million US dollars. What is that?
Yeah.
What is the Petro Atletico? Almost see they don't have the man that El Hali is using playing their whatever. They are budget of about $10 million. Almost about $5 million. But it's about 5 Brazilians.
Yeah.
And almost 6 Angolan nationals. When you say Brazil and back on lead the Champions League, go Kings to say. Yes. The beer is far better. There's only another player about Chain Bella.
Oh, yeah. Se Mbella. Se Kobasem Penifo Tom Bella. The Obebano. One hay ruby film Bella. But a mediator. I say we macan in a budget too. Se Mbella qua. Dobebano.
Yes. I mean, I can say, Uti. I can say, yeah, that Operation Win Africa, we have to launch it because you know, I mean, believe it, it's kind of a team. Because some of them name Chelsea, no. Chelsea, no, Chile, you're fellow Chelsea, Chile. As when it's because the branding team,
yeah.
Yes. When you say, Chelsea co player one, Manchester Post was on the corner,
because I met him no mapre.
I can Man City no one no more player one. Man City no one no more player one. Where to me come? The Liverpool to me come. Man City. And City can't me one.
Yeah.
And Kotoko we can win in Ghana Premier League for the next 10 years. Wait for 10 good years. So it's affect me most. How many African sports or should there be African sports we enjoy Ghana me one?
Yes, sir. Yes.
The reason is that the player figure na near $100,000. Not Kotoko implement on wrong because who say Egypt, Tunisia, Algeria, anything player bia Morocco, player bia be after league no be the make sure either work of Morocco buy you and not a Raja beto. Either say if the JSK beto and I say the Luza beto. Either say Express beto and I say friends that team say Tunisia.
Only one day me from here me our programs near discuss.
Oh, hold on. Me propose that me better me the permanent.
Okay, to them me from near discuss after the why?
Jerry, I tell you time to I'm little. I'm coming here.
Mefro. Okay. All right. Yenuano, I'm say what afre pa no ba. Also proposal bi or and you season now. I'll personally call him now. Yenya conversation, even if it is 30 minutes. I'll give him. Now yenya a discussion after home. Still, the line is open. We are smart. We are fast. Now, Bemwa. Hello. Will be the call.
Hello. Yes. Focus TV.
Yeah, I'm patch your eye.
No.
Unim. Low TV now. What you know?
Okay. I mean low.
Low TV now. Wait me out in here, pa.
Okay. There's a friend in Anaya. I mean, official name is Derek Practice.
Oh, okay.
Texas, United States. Me idea back now. Me work cancel Kotoko supporters. Play the 110 this year. Need celebrate pa.
Yeah.
Celebrate pa. Yen 2025 no more t-shirt. Yen share fruit. The BB sounds a bit of sentiments. My supporters no more.
Yeah, and you're bad.
Yeah, the most of our supporters claim the number of league titles I had.
And no be cut 23. I'm say 23 and a half for Chromaji say.
But we are 24 and has 21. See, I give a come 25. As I'm because every year you're celebrating ye. You're printing t-shirts, boom. So Real Madrid, you know, how Real Madrid celebrating 35th and on a t-shirts in no floats and come. Oh,
yeah.
Where
there I was say forwarded the common penny for.
Yeah. Now, South teams need a new penny. Real Madrid no mina nyom ti penny. Neja bibi na bentina ma basic.
Okay.
So
hello.
Them work on.
All right. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Bye.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, where my brother? My friend, baby.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. So, same to be also free. Yeah, it's I just about Scotiani, and you know, good, very entertaining. Yeah. Now, maybe Sambio. Let me at the Kotoko far. Now, coffee do no near poker free about 10. Or no about 10. Poker free. Yeah, poker no poker free. Never about 10. Even coffee do football 10 carat. Maintaining cabium, Timmy, I'm maybe somewhere so hene.
Me sure say, Mebusana say,
yeah, coffee do no. No, about 10. No, poker free about 9.
Mebusana.
I made the last game. I'm calling I Kotoko need the Kofodia. Aduana shares I go no. And I made it too. Quarantine.
Hey, that was 1992, 93, thereabout.
Yeah, me correct about me few me na me age more says me few say ask for a car, ever hear ball. And a ball no stadium na dawa any anyway in India ba. So but I think them penny for no sha the akoso near days a bet no say dey o. And on better centers amount for bit na hear ball no why because the boys are playing very good, you know. But I think Ghana may say first minute in a so many different person ball. Yeah. Oh my idea, born here because the game today, you know, now the team made me qualify deep into spiritual kakana. It was saying Kotoko until no drawn yeah good. So because that's how they work it always. I had to say, I call Bichimo baby, no, Nanka Kotoko Besha first go, yes, I am Combesha 4. Because I don't know my keys on the keep coach, you know. Once a demotion home come the dad, I said by the half, you bet Pam by end a bonfire and a team so they are come as you know. And then Yankopan don't be a cosentino. Yeah, support them. I said, okay, no, maybe. Me a one-time payment. My team na in a song, but me person may credit card. I don't know if there's a way. Be towards the stadium now come much there. Then I will do 300, 400,000 metri. I just paid one time and that's it.
Okay.
So,
okay.
And you know, actually, my friends, why they are some US Army Ohio.
Anytime be
na man who kwaya me fa so metu ya Kotoko ne de me fi ajapade obi o fi obi as Kotoko. Yeah. All right,
papa, that's it.
Thank you.
All right. Say Mukai, you know papa we when you wo hye mun kran league ni de won so obi oba obi anim say yaje me say ese sai bi esi yo me nwanwa say binum titi ba bi na wo mototo ayampia yen nya ahya ade na se pe wantimi ankodu ba bi a afi na atewo na atoto ayampia. Hello, y'all say
hello
yo that is saying
yeah nyamia dum na won so
nyamia dum boko aha Kotoko focus
yeah so me pese me kasa kakra fa Kotoko
ya koso
team no de wa wani tua ya koma so ade enti no Abribia no ya na ya adwen ne ye ni wo so. We de man kan ba bia me kasa free ye, me kasa free so den. No. Enti defense no omo hom ne so be ye ya say ball no ten bia na ye be win na defense na ma go ato ya tram ya na ha adwen. Enti no omo ma yen enkeka ye ho na bibia no yen kremu clean sheet ye beboa yen pa enti no ye ma ye ho mno so pa me da se.
All right, me that say. Hello. Hey, account.
Yeah, good evening, boss.
Good evening. Roger Frost and I can
Pasha
say.
Bokoti. Pasha FM Remo Kasafi Libya.
Hey, Raymond. Libya boko.
Masa. Nyame adom boko pa. Samson ho yede.
Nyame adom kakra yipram.
Eja, da me ase. Ebi be fa konye so na ja yati ifo na ahwefo nyina. Na de di kan so no. Mecha me brada mpemfo ho no mo ho a mo no mo ho su program nyina na. Asa na no me ma comment mi so ntwe ntine me so mo na. O mo de ache me.
Yeah. That was good.
Na de so.
Why are there?
De to so mi so. Sa de to so mi so no ja. Ye bo ya na yanko yi na ja ye ka ho asen kakra. De mese president de ja o ma na mo boy mo so mo sa na de e boy fo nti e be so ma ye mfa mpa bo na hoden nta mo china bibia nti mo so mai cause e say fa ko ba bia chichira bo no ha na ye de di ja no nti no president de o mo da tu mo so mbe bo ma Kotoko so ye de etima konkan nti ne ko ya me jise de aka bia no o mo so mbe de mbe bo na bibia de etima ko so de amai tie do mo ye de mpa bo na hoden de eto mo chi na so be ya Africa no metima bo na ye de etima ko ntimin kan enya nyumri a me nkomo na mai kaka mere me kan no
yeah nyami
ti me da
all right nyami so okay ene what who the way a say me kind what who the way a moral no kra no supporters ni binuma omo e wosoro because o hwe ball na omo ball very well but football there ankoya na ankoye eye game enti ene no sebe ye nwe hu anu ase Asante Kotoko agu hu anu ase just that ye ntimi anhye nanso so ye nwe hu anu ase enti
yeah they start with a fourth
said me kan no ye nyina ye hu se enye bad obetumi dwedi no ekwan no ho ye betumi afa course be miensa ana nan bi na afi ye wi a ye de the segment nso so ayedai abremo na mo amunim the segment nso the segment nso mredu a eho ena ye discussing ne yakeka ball no mu nsem a aba na o ma cheche o ma dwen na won so wo ho a won so wanya bi na wasua anane the defender be wo ho sa na ye nua asioja bi ana new guy called Nana Kwame on so ebeba na eja yakeka ni ahwe de ebe koso e wo Kotoko Focus TV mesi bibia nsi ye wa wo si bibia si no fa beto so last week na yete adwom a ye ka ho asem no na Kotoko ne has na how many points na ho na 12 points ene 12 points e je se bibia nsi ye mebo a ye nkoye wo mo so emaye ye nyina ayese step no wutu metawoto woti ato a ne ate ato wo sori a ne asori wo gina ho a ne agina ho ebe ye saa ne de league na ba wiye o league ni yaje aka 6 games entimi busa o 6 games now lead there ono wodi wachi 9 points the oya with the second we lead 9 points na oba catch we say 9 points na wo de ye no ono ba be san ho na de sebe oba wia se de menka ne sempo mi hu de mesi aka no na obi abesere
Hello everyone.
na de oba wia onko wani da obegina de ogina na amo no na ba be san wo ho de akọ sa anwu we em se gise okọ minim asore be na omo beta to sa anwu we amaye na matena se say mi ko lose 3 games out of 6 yo ade ni nyina ye funny thing Asante Kotoko lose 3 continuous games na bechem so share 3 continuous and san no matua beto Asante Kotoko na class of folk 12 points no e was Asante Kotoko lose 4 solid games out of 6 na has hye ni nyina ansa no ne Asante Kotoko aba be ye pepepe enye possible is impossible we impossible ensi obi ka say wonders bi betu asi na sa wonders we de ene energy say wo ka kire me say Jericho tutu say de Yesu Kristo ma Jericho tutu ye no em say funi no ebi ama enche ne ye kwa kofa the segment emre ne de abremo enti menko tam kuchu ne the segment ebrew o make the segment a wasay unim say the segment de ya na emu de papa enti menko twen na wo so ye dey see the segment emre no Kotoko focus.
Well, can't say the same for the Porcupine Warriors as they will be glad to go into the halftime break. Let's see whether the men up front can do justice on the other side as Yaya Mohammed gets the second half underway. Good turn by Brighter J. He's got his eyes on target, but he pushes the ball up a bit too much. Good recovery once again.
If they get twisted and turning down the right side, look at the link up between the two Cameroonians and.
Well, he's got 19 already, and Frank Mbella Etuga is saved by Joseph Ado. Oh, there's almost always a first.
In the moment, Etuga was here thinking, where should I put it? No movement from the goalkeeper, went down the right side, and that was a quick save, brilliant save. Amazing stuff. Onto the Indom Stadium, Elmina Sharks 2, Wafa 2, big game. We've done 84 minutes there.
For my money, he's worked totally hard here today. Lays on the pass to Etuga. Etuga is brought down, but was that a fair challenge? Appease the gods, as it were. Wow. And again, a little bit of credit to Joseph Ado. He guessed right again.
Yeah, he's not moving on the line. He's
ball floated in by Jenfi. The header is on. Oh! That is it. That is the equalizing goal by Bright Ajay. Then look at the bend on the ball. Up went Bright Ajay. Well, that's it. The fans, mixed reaction, mixed feelings here at the Baba Yara Stadium. Hello everyone and welcome to the Baba Yara Sports Stadium for our continuing coverage of the Ghana Premier League. It's match day 28 and this afternoon it's the home side Asante Kotoko welcoming Aduana Stars to this venue, a venue that both teams know very well. Asante Kotoko go into this game knowing that 3 points for them will consolidate their lead on the Premiership table, and the two teams are roaring and ready to go as Asante Kotoko kick us off. They're playing from left to right, from defense through the middle, and then they launch themselves straight into attack. Sharif Mohammed lays on the pass. The cross is on, could be first goal. Oh, a blunder there. Mohammed Sharif, Christopher Neti, he can dig one through with his right, decides to go for the pass. Header on target. That was close.
Abusafo, ma'am, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay. Anane.
Joe.
Nanra de ude ahaya kwan ude mi wiam no be.
Ude nsem na akeka ni na masini na ewiase. Ude wia wo na utimi kra wunua na se osabe keka idia ude for no problem.
Me grandma is obi dey tini me bodia. Obi obeje.
See evidence ni na.
Mu nkaso. Anani. Ene Ghana Premier League match day 28 abaso. Penifo ye ba be discussion. Ye segment ni de enkofo ni je ho pa. Me penifo mo tumi fro say mu wie segment na me nko yo me twen the segment. Enti emre na du. The segment emre ena edru no. Na before say the munim no ye be call the segment no na mo amunim say ye be call na yakwakofa adwaton de no e de aba beto so eye plus
fiti say me nana kitwa bi din birthday ti be soft drink bi na ja o de agina ni kakra
ya de +1 and one obiano
+1 oh okay I remember why
Jaja limited ya be boom. Afi man bebe just ya be ja. Inti obi anum +1. So
What do +1 there?
Boss, is there no Obiano? Only wireless.
Wonderful. But we got Tabora.
Maybe I'll go there.
Marina +1. Gana cola papa dia +1. Soft drinks and one +1.
Hey, Abai, what do you do +1?
Where do you say? Mono no party I say.
That's what you do. Papa +1 the prayer me bring +1 drink. Let's say me buy be 100 here me demand your coffee. Why no?
Hello everyone and welcome to the
Anane.
See Big Joe.
Aha, yankwe.
Yamfa se na ma boafo a omonso ya se me de djumade na ba se de da bia ye the weekend bia tiefo ne behwadefo nyina no yenche omo ne na omo asese omo de omo fidie na to Kotoko Focus TV. Yamfa se na ma high sense me si wo fie ho no be the home appliances ni nyina ye high sense kone kwaje bibia na bibia nye kama fridges ni everything about home appliances there no I high sense wo come showrooms I would Ghana baby bia wo there wo call say high sense waba we Kotoko supporter wo number when ya ni nyina no kwa wo kwa special discount a wo betimi at the amount NLA at the atana ba me say no an say wo dial *780# ewo mobile phone so no what select say Kotoko GT numbers mako num adwada bia omba borafo no emu 3 eba what is ikadoso pu ubetime twa from 2 series 5 series 10 series 20 series and above ni nyina no MLA atena na omode aba Star Lifestyle Assurance omode fabu assure no ade aba me say fabu assure no Kotoko opese Star Life otimi sa to aya ware ne so yes fabu assure no package awodo no ni nyina bi o bada achen uka insurance motor insurance everything about it no Star Life Assurance so called fabu assure no I don't know betimi aboa ma saka before any Star Life assure baby bia betimi aboa Sidavite na chese enu papa pa fie open no say open bank para open do sopu o de wani che Sidavite for omo assure ya omo betimi aboa enkran any kumase nyina Sidavite ubetime hu omo na bibia so etime I fine e wo sig.com and once we go Play Store no wa install sig e wo Play Store hodom we hear interviews I would do any videos I would do from training grounds ninjina no camp news team net basim no mobile stadium ninjina no ubetime akọ sig.com na just wait me akọ hwena bibia so etime fine and so e wo no mo Goyo Ghana Oil Company Limited Goyo yeni mo fit it say there fa won no ne papa pa no Ghana Oil Company open one e from na just yenko bu enframa bia ma wa wo de for ni che Goyo isa so mo de e fit answer na ya no and American for at the amount ticket like so Matis and na replica Jesus no e be belande kama now so it's my control there every ticket like for Access Bank koneko be account be our Access Bank open say Asante Kotoko yani Access Bank aware no etimi long lasting na be bia etimi ko ya Access Bank okwa ko be account various account fixed deposit imposusu account the account be a person ko bia wo de okwa open marriage account kro mbe bia ma wo de okwa Access Bank on bit my kama na bibia so etimi I fine happy man +1 yes and no na make am for the amount say no flavors no mu bear 5 +1 mango +1 apple +1 way enti no say afia ba na yedi enti energy drink aba ene enom enti ayu no happy man +1 say the ubi kan on advert e we adwumade ne so no enti wo de wo ko ba bibia na wo pen plus energy drink and run happy man +1 and no we unya pa no a utimi de bosso wo pese wo no me sa eno so no udi ufufo we na pese obobi guso a happy man +1 I don't know ko bobo na bibia etimi I fine e wo nemom efikasiem ene zipe de opene ayi no the ubuni ono na ede to aso amaye
Mo Papa Remedy. And the branch manager no so aka na ho. Se me be ya. Ene be je ho. Ene kwa so de
Papa we have.
The content creator so cry ya ba kan ho. We hear the say so aka na ho. Nti be da say. I no many other for say the menu no kai no. Say e be hye mo ha na be here say ye bo sa edwumakuo yi nyinaa ho da reference omo na omo de omo sika ene omo nema hodoɔ abɛsɔkrɔ bia asen amenne enso so enije ewi peye ewo ye club no mu nti we bo zpay ho da roketo be be sima ade akyerɛ mo zpay ne de yes edwumakuo bia omo de sika hodwa sɛ wo ama no ne na busuafo wo fie na opese ode kakra ede kɔma omo a sɛnea daa ɛyɛ no so won't be on my account na wobetumi akɔ mo website ho na wa download mo wallet no o download na so the go phone so yes ekoba sɛ wo send sika e de akofie o maame o papa o nuaba o nuabema o yere ukunu no ane sɛ udru sending method ho na sɛ de da make no bo hu sɛ e be pop ya ba other ones no e be yi ne ho aba hwɛ mu bo hu sɛ mo de ne yɛ haba mo no ene kokɔ ma hyɛ so de ne atro so zpay no click so click so sima what is sika ne fa so a busuafo no sabeka amanijie nso awie pay betika efikase mo nkomo sabe america say minim say enijie awie pay wo busuako bebre mu agi se wo a bepom ne on download betika on sign up na wonni omo app no e wo phone so wonye ya wo trending yenye ne ntentem enche photo finish enche na links no yawie bomo na download on app no sign up na se wo cd du e wo mo account mu a de obekwa de se be fa teams be enum na se enan anansia na de atoso udi yesima mo de sika no ababeto mo account ne mu se o pe cash out nso a ye cash out no eye number 1 de na se de duro no o sheki kakra no wa cash out na de Nigeria pay nti kakra metumi aka as far as your sponsors are omo back on board na mo di bo Kotoko eye concern big job
medase anane
big job
444 454
hey
yanko
hey
I don't can I
yeah Joe Obibeka say coming against Aduana Stars one of the difficult games out in the season say league fixtures ba uhwe obia especially the big clubs no omo mark all these matches Kotoko Aduana Kotoko Mediama Kotoko House of Folk Kotoko Asante Gold and maybe to some extent maybe a Kotoko Brekum Chelsea say league fixtures but these are the matches are big teams no omudi kind ede Alsteris eto onum Obibeka say be Aduana Stars omi a very good side and Aduana intimi enwene wa Baba Yara Sports Stadium da since the league no mobile no it's very difficult so bet menya 3 maximum points at Baba Yara Sports Stadium and once for the last and I said since mobile Premier League in 2009 2010 now Kotoko team confer away when and I say win Doma but the two coach and friend Prosper Nate and this team and the team recorded that goal and one thing they say once in the first leg Diana and I said Domano you see a certain Infegi coming from Cameroon was say against them and then in balance also I say against those that means these two Cameroonians first leg second leg ometimi amasaka and I say ometimi they do know the most important thing they Asante Kotoko by scoring Aduana Stars so it tells you say their input in Asante Kotoko team no a very lot this season and coming into the game Aduana ever game in after sending lose 2-0 to Kotoko in the first leg Domano they were coming into the game with the full force at least almost bit maybe be no more redeeming or image after say lose that 2-0 Domano this time no best or moving that 3 maximum points. It will come as much as a balance no be for 33. And one but Kotoko and Ubeka said one of the best games in the season and then a team a boy. Let's start from the goalkeeping Dalad. Though Dalad or a good one shed we say be serious boss beer shed called Dalad so and but one thing I said Dalad Utimi is about the anticipation and especially the timing because that goal I consider who say you do baby or you say or actually. So sometimes a goalkeeper now you are not sure of yourself. Once a goalkeeper near friend or say what I know that Kotoko. Debiani can say one-on-one situation is very hard to say or say what ubetimi ashe na na say mpo ubetimi beat because Oba he comes with the full force and Oba or timing ehunu say maybe no I'm coming for the ball but not for the player. It is always be no say opposing team no ehunu say oh bana usakwa all the time it comes to your disadvantage. Inti adeba so no so though we were having about I could count about 5-6 Asante Kotoko players now come betimi aye bibi especially on the jump because who said bright again a jump over them or jump ahead of them because they can say do baby no lose concentration kakra and I mean say it deal team because they think say 89th minute yeah killing game now we are not see a winning game now but mind you no referee say it's just only one goal a piano for sure that means so my cancel one goal say if 2 goals then and who relax you know say the game is coming to an end and who lose you and who consider that goal now it will be that good for you because most of times football is played in 90 minutes and Abdebakwa they be a North Africans we are very good on it and they say the moment our no bono who was a coach in the attack line who say the back line and as a defense line more lose concentration that is when now or team instructing attackers and then the offensive midfielders need to attack who team anymore because we lose concentration and they can punish you through that and as a hold on no ultimately the lad word because one thing about a good goalkeeper and say organizing your defense men how I'll be your position especially when it comes to set pieces corner kicks and free kicks how I will see position of players in the 18 yard box because being said see a 2 corner kicker you see the right back and the left back so said 2 posts and I say 2 posts both back or left back or right to maintain the pole because if say na Imoro that left side and I say pole or man nanka ball no ko betimi for it all the time no a goalkeeper no who was said say player no measure okwa who na betiam player no am on no because you have 2 center back and you have your defensive midfielders too ombeba be ade up no ma be for no metimi defend during corner kicks and I say bia free kicks it all the time bia as a good goalkeeper who na say utimi instruct or back line no mutimi especially the 2 and 3 when it comes to corner kick. But aside that, bad on his side. Looking at our laterals and the 4 defenders and as a back line, Christopher Nete and I want to say one thing about it and they say who say Emmanuel Jeffrey try say all the time Biano only Christopher Nete yes I don't know and Christopher Nete didn't give him that chance. Jeffrey tried a couple of times. Once again, in terms of footwork or a very good realist mistake one time in born like born a crowd ball any other but then who say Christopher Nete try to outplay a branch of friend Emmanuel Jemfi ne runs out who say Jemfi etire and then ya said them who runs now because not Nete no any that player if you are not banning him too much even our background when you see say either Agadas or Empo a branch of Serif Bakuba the cover on the right side of any defense on him. So and then said them who in the whole in the laterals, especially on the 2 and 3, Imoro's splendid performance. Imoro, you see one tackle be our Koya Osade Bono, a free player and any man. It tells you say now Imoro has improved very, very, very well, and once the improvements is helping the team quite a long very well and you look at the 4 and 5. Still now there is some Juma Kakra 4 and 5 for my those say Obeka say you lose but at the back where say one thing is about their composure, one thing is about say or more defending in terms of set pieces. Why name call for first ball? Why name last man? I don't know. A center pair because as a Ghanaian all the time as a leader, he tries to beat me arrange with everyone Mubarak never 4 and 5 when they call for first balls, when they bear last man. But I don't see that thing between Mubarak and Andrew Sapel. Always be a communication should be effective between Mubarak and a branch friend Andrew Seppo or whoever plays in the center pair. Said a bit to me about a driving team, no, because if there is no communication between the center backs and even the laterals now, all the time, no, even most certain offside trapper, you see the opponent in bit me out with a room. And it's going to be a very difficult thing at the Emma Warm. One thing about it here, your midfield always be honest because your boss have 4-3-3 formation now. My team create a lot of chances. We don't always stack in the midfield. And my boy free flowing football, and all the time, who says how 4-3-3 formation, you do results, another 4-2-1-3 formation, who say about that formation, now a very difficult for opponents. And look at a branch of friend Agadas, perfect. One look at me. Composure, look at the attacking, look at how he cover the center pair and one said that a lot of balls anchor a center pressure and my center pairs because in the first half who said enough for the try say but that long boss no because they knew say a branch friend Yaya Mohammed anymore and you know Yaya how bulky, how strong, anyhow the height is it it's normal flexible the two me said the bear or no bet me up picking the first ball now where Timia delivered the Ama Bright because they were playing the 4-4-2 formation and first half they tried to do a lot of them but once a do baby no na Yaya break it is second half no we Yaya frame you see say Aduana any ordinary team and kudos to your midfielders a branch friend Sharif and Agadas they did extremely well especially Agadas they play even the second penalty or no let me out to play that true pass Eddie Rem and you see say Agadas Jumano won't fifi so Agadas won't fifi once say players at the back so who say one thing about it, I got a starting league, who's a non starting free bench, no Bema sub, a do baby or best starting, and one a sound core bench, and was not starting, I have very difficult to say, will be better my between the midfield, and he's playing extremely well. Fabio Gama, the passes, and then no be can say, so Fabio Gama and Richmond Lamptey, why they start here? A big boy team, and I say a boy team no more because you see, say Fabio Gama, with me open spaces, and will opponents, because and then. Osha Aduana almost center back a branch friend Derek Afferson and Nuruddin Abdullahi who said that Fabio Gama tries to say obey opinion on defense it's not on defense a little bit of standstill not a lot of pressure air comes so even at the point in time they were not well composed now it's not pressure almost because Fabio Gama was doing the number 10 role not everywhere on the field or Koenimu or Lusuba or Sabe tackle and it was helping the team and the front three Bella in Fege and a branch friend Amankona and now Amankona we said the performance not a little better than the Kobon Wafano though say he could have taken on and Nanko bit me and ya go at the Asante Kotoko and sometimes or your winger and I was a proven goal scorer. I say sometimes will take it upon himself say Obeko and you be now go for penalty fine penalty referee jama plus but as the mentality out the and the referees maybe obeji anasa onje and then say ko bi o ye nyoma 1 2 3 bia ko timi nya go the Asante Kotoko in fair game Bella they need no introduction in our team now because and then look at their telepathic understanding. Look at the goal a branch friend in Fege assist Edman Bella and that pass now acute pass now true pass it takes players to say near standing Andre Pelumo and the team must as stupendous true pass and in Bella when you say goalkeeper didn't imagine say now in Bella bebo born one time because not born in Bella who share o pejanity but goalkeeper will not keep an in himself will be pianso 1-2 and Sanebia will be shoot and surprisingly will shoot in one timer one breaking and go we bit more contest for the goal of the season because this is a world-class strikers goal because we foreign strikers in Bina can share go we are you see say on various networks in Cowboys portray or baby let's give the credit to Abrante friend in Fegi on a year and in Bella nice goal though Obi Beka saw Messi 2 penalties. Football in penalties, that is how it is. It's full of uncertainties. There are a lot of penalties. I was more than the Waseno. It is a Wase to Ado. Coach Mises are 2 penalties now. Kebe increase the talent now got 21 goals. But say and me increase here. It doesn't mean say he's a bad player. And as I sometimes as a question and a word now. One on a share go and the Maya Camilla they budget 3 points. Because and Kotoko Aduana a point because if not that there is nothing Ananka Obeka said Diana was ahead of us because Osho defensemen, the likes of Afis Adams, any Abrante friend of Dusi Saibu playing on the flanks now. Now so because Afis Adams are not minimum our wow stars, our best joining Diana stars. It's not the same Afis Adams. Even this season, the way I know see born the matches, and the men who start ransom from Afis Adams. And in future, you can talk of Abrante, a friend of Kwame Adon Frempong, Sam Adams, they have all played for Asante Kotoko before. So play on the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, no. Then something because anyone has a pressure. So they must have the midfield, but you see, say now you midfield no and more than almost that almost. So you see the transition from Aduana midfield to attack, and that it wasn't working well. It's in another first half they were looping the balls. No, said the bear I bit me Africa to other bright again. At me I had the needful ten at the moment, but it didn't work for them. It's your team number so though 1 point is better than none. Wetmania still 9 points difference. Though yes, I be Kebetma extended to 11 points. But Ulu Sunana say they are drawn. Teams here that they are also drawing, and it doesn't bring any pressure. Be or say Bia, Bechembe will do what say or say and I will drop points in Bia this time. Abeka bear 3 points and now 4 points are. Then that is where the pressure comes in. But me who say be born in BSC. These teams are going to start because of the Kaya. Yes, best start second round. Me on this same network say the senior first round, you second round no. A team for Mutie Jumadi from long time ago, Ebepim Sagri, or Mube Kaya Sasam Namika say second round, sa points be in Yino, the same thing into be lower expectations. And one thing about Frank and Bella and the penalty kicks say on this same network, and Saka say no. Goalkeepers no say he's predictable when playing penalties and I say taking penalty kicks because Ubeka Yanel Mina Saxon on the right side of the goalkeeper, I hold him on the toy and we should the map penalties to do our bond this season about 90% or bottle goalkeeper on the right and it is a goalkeeper no hey you'll be already Frank and Bella Onya penalty pe oni say the first point of action at the right side. So I wasn't surprised say 2 penalties now. You see Joseph Ado say first one, Otimia Sevilla second one, Ekobo Pono, he got the direction because when him saying Bella penalties now, he always go on the right side of Onu goalkeeper. No, it's yes coach a friend Prosper Nate Utimine in Bella and also working on him. Now the dynamics in terms of penalty taking, Utimise Semu Kaka and Koyese be one way and I say one sided. That is what be predictable. And every coach be and every goalkeeper be only say penalty but when say the right side and I would there too. But aside that the team played well and Yamo Mabaso Achia Emui next game against Asante good. You better mark off that 3 maximum points because against Wafa everybody didn't expect say Nanki beat my no but will be back say yeah 3 points near 1 point that means home and away yeah 4 points the free Diana Stars on man a plus for our team it's your team Nabaso for this 1 point and ye bibia more bianfa pressure and koto boys because that match is now and then very much important than the Yabo because we can say the Krana is still 1-1. So the Akanimono and say it's me born by now at least players you know almost so ekasa kakra in terms of so be lose concentration a bit my hardware found and your man but I know say you more the next 2 games in boys Kotoko Rapid League in Apokra the last games there better to us even when the crumper you see the team net the Kaji League in every so your team number so now many years you so to us my
okay So Jabi. Hello.
Papa.
Ana
That's it.
nti wo so.
Yeah, that's it. Me noti adedo ha. Ye papa ba ko free US and na say opese na me adomwa. Oye one time payment. Nti ijo bacho ebe come 3 minutes from me. Na me nya dwuma kito be my papa na se na be ya obetumi aye registration or whatever. Ebe come 3 minutes na what prompt me.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Mami mono na poso na minyan so entumi nya akwanya emra emeka bi. Ana na why are they fantastic. Hwe bijo. Em say le say ana make us 20 minutes you know. Eja the other man be also uluma de menko time ho. So enne me rate enne yen game na ye boy no. Any Mediema. Also any Mediema so home game na boy, you know. Now you classify our game you know, as one of our best performing game for my career. I metro and I said so to game show me mix it back the way be I no no. Nti ma me no. Papa a man no Bob Muhammad. I must say said me our Bob Muhammad. Last week Obenefo can send me. I say tactically, not players need discipline on the field of play. Now, almost I assemble a kaya me joto to her name me the partner say almost play to his voice because recently they are no be can say in defense, you know, yeah, when you have balloon now the entumrika near call, but. Bear 3 games be ban me who say sa firebar ye defense ho firebar but ne ha me kakra the latter part of the game go where you concede you know. I must be frank sabria you woman no enye leg ho asem na say you can be because leg you know is over whether you like it or not Kotoko ya je leg na wi o say some way the video na beka ya can't say there is no way a club like Kotoko be take lead e wo leg ayebomu na easy menyanya me but easy because he say him say na krom ha ya leg bo esitie nti some of us no ya dwen nyina no e go beyond Africa yes Asante bi te e tire ho a ohuru ye or her program be or heart ni who say na o no we ka crowd there be person me connect here for tia say they say obi bo pempem no na o show dey in defense no a word to a wise no we be say enough so go away I conceding no no we blame the entire defenders. We blame the entire defenders, especially the goalkeeper. Mrs. say, or no, and now when it comes to kind of say organizational structure now, or no to me say ye. International most of the occasions they kind of say goalkeeper be or any wall, and very difficult. Say ball be to me a penetrate. One on one kasa, one is sending man to 2 or no ankasa so the positioning na questionable. 3 time they concede goal no ye kwa Africa no enya dia esese yeso so enya dia esese e deko me ka se yeso so anya se bia ebufuo mu but enya dia esese ye entertain ye ho se to say ye be concede late goals enye a good team yes and at the first you know because of that goal kitwe it is 7 could say January because of that goal yeah at the end now people at the first you know every some of the section of the supporters are prepared from him but you and I know say focus there say yenti ha say about the pro yɛntoma go fin ɔwɔ abɔnten na mmom yɛba nsiesie ne deɛ objectively deɛ yɛde yɛne hu yɛ ɛna yɛba na yɛba bɛka ho asɛm. So I will plead with doctor to say the ono ebeka and sisi and say one na wasteful, two you defenders no and let's say I mean omo lose guard kakra and it might me consider go. So that lad person be apple game kakra. One anticipation are you okay? But idea I had e was set pieces mun say goalkeeper we are indecisive as a walk as a over and then we need the decline in patrol policy no immoral no fantastic it's only say na me say time and ke yeba corner no they said the ana ne kan no to say memo no the enim say 2 and 3 mufa post no and the koba say say or how be crazy na say nam po no ho a mo justice to it and ne hu ne say me say immoral mum and one bright a course a branch and out jump on a open ball no essentially no be the left side of the post you know born to me koto at them Nakai I mean he was good he did his best say on my Jemfi kwine na Jemfi emfa pace you know and did so all the time so you could see say he tried say on your shadow on your zonal market on your shadow market all the time you know you don't say na wa close no because them fi play bia sabe me nim person na kan kra oni mu no say o man space a do be ko and they nyina be kan ho no kra them fi a nim no wan said that nyane day because na kan try say obe police no and it was good. Or say the forward so I know you're very cautious. And yes, Mubarak and appeal. Well, let me like I said, no, man said that committee mistakes be brave. Apart from go where I'm concede. Especially appeal and the sending policy Yaya Mohammed no na manage. All the area balls no fat. So here. And anytime they are no so no not or try say obe policy no or mass space and I was so happy me and no near there na me because I know them crophobia kotena radio so Kotoko defenders there when your ball now just balloon the ball run and you get them but then no omo try say omo be hard run the only problem I mean is say look at their height no man a branch out jump omo share no and no kwani minus bet me aka say ne minya omo but so fe ne performance na as far as the central pair no any laterals no e concern omo modern no e come because bear in mind Aduana no man lose game free sorry not on my draw game home and san on my match we into no money aben especially e din kan so akobo 2-0 no mo person mo so be make amends I think say any defense no yes me say that nya some kese bianca Serif any agadas. Say or the agadas jina or the agadas issue the friends central pair and on my Serif so a call Nanimu Kakra. Serif Adeba kwa measure and say modern bono a sweat I mean to me and once a month capi. But sometimes with delivery ni being so far. So when you're that idea Sheklips here FAB. Now you can see it to a home. Because there are some of the balls you just kick it. Oh, I mean you or bars or ball. Fat balls no obey to me they are a pass. And also obey to me they Minim said they're making usuhu adekodia make minim so uhu ya. There are some balls he just kick it and say the BBNC. Meanwhile, and one goal pen and near. Me see how na side dey go to nya some na make say. Ade man you want to say I shot 3 or 4 goals and he just kick the ball unconcerned. Na you know they are far back. You baba ball. So even sa corner you cry Joe, you consider na avoidable. So me penasem was a very good player, and also as a player there, untumi be perfect, but message so obey policy side no kakra Agaras, and they're fantastic, but now. There is nothing I will be here, Manasana argument. Asana, you will play a bio. Say referee, a boxer, now who's a man to be Como or Cohop and say Radio or Cody yellow card. Or no, young mood or foul player, but Obeco, Aqua Cody yellow card. Gabriel Magal, nay, and Garezaka. Me and Omuna Cohom Quadra so back or Cassassin get a referee, and now tobacco tonensa, and Obaco, diatem Amayamani cards. Mesrenara, and the ball or boy, says scouts. And an agent BT stands in the more henna. I can tell you for sure. So we'll be a good price because now we're superb. The recovery or send it forward. They very, very, very okay. It's a hard name and getting way, that's another on policy. You started leg, no, got to a point with Jaye. And they was about yes, football are Kumajuma. The more I will run, not sometimes I command a cost. Listen, one young one video very quick. My friends say strikers no edumana menu so emra meka kakra and then amankona mfegi enenenia e bon sem maomo kakra me hunu say omo ade e fe no telepathy ne understanding interpositional change e basa amrantie miensa no emo because big just okay yeah go na Aduana ni say no player na nya ball no wan pagya na ni anhwe ni nua no direction na oko wan pagya na ni anhwe baby a ni nua na eko but he just laid the ball and Aduana no ebe fire amankona eye crosses there 2 or 3 because 18-yard box no more sena your strikers na position of who yi nso a nka and also you bet me go free so head at the 33rd minute na pull out the koya na me say you say get it boy ya e fa pull in temper no say otumi enya composure kakra bi and then because when your time it deny yi so but yes or head no e fa pull no ho they met me aka and say such games no chances no ba yen try say you be barry because you're Africa. I'm not talking about league games. You're Africa and Africa. And then I'm here TP Mazembe ne be kind of game I'm a boy. And I said I'm radio for you. Send sometimes almost console nechi a binom a jaw manum and you ball way na Africa or Africa there is serious business. Wait. And your boy been here. TP Mazembe ne I'm winning 1-0. I mean, me tell one maybe I'm saying now, boy, any media, boy, any ball, any and then for boy. So, maybe it's only said sometimes on the stage, and I am not a real and kakra. It's me benefit on say on your Mohojuma, a cassette, same for born into what near Bonadia. None of players here more will be anywhere own to me, obey to me. The only thing this or best cycle, no matter me, I juma. Big Juma mean yet a day with 1 minute, Senebeya. You bet to me, and before I go, Ghanaian referees may count some Amomatias here. And about I know handle game, yes, I think it's a Navy or so. Well, maybe to me, not so also Mododo. Not so a dorsal, Mododo. And secondly, penalty. I'm running to say, the player no 18-yard box anymore. Now decide to say, over obstruction by kicking him, and now pulling, and now push. And whatever, a bell obstructed player from scoring a penalty. The fact that Mancona expect a penalty, our man in Sassono has nothing to do with own penalty. Because a clear penalty, the player fouled him. There was a contact. And to me, who could enter or ignore Sadian. But you heard the Ochina, it be no more a Kobani say, and the other side, no, to me highlight it. A friend for some Facebook or Namon Judge or Try on Mecca Sansam no so. Kudos, Aduana, the Bamu Chromono, Momuni about friendly atmosphere, and the most mobile, no, yes, any more about friendly atmosphere. Sani pese win a friend of football into Mama young corner.
With us.
Papa o US. Papa, but I come 1 minute. Papa o US. Oh, 1 minute, 1 minute. 1 minute. Oh, where there? Come and talk, Grandma, Papa o US. Papa Chopi. Where they put our name. Me Papa o US. I'll pese o register. Me Papa Cho. So also pese o de o card no be ya akwanya o ho. O de co process ni nyina co process ni nyina www.fabusensor.com no. Unya asase a mo better o safe na o ba be register. Co process ni nyina because we de oni mu de. Nti nya fe na me ba be repeat.
Oh, no matter say me you kura me am friend no.
Oh, very good. And then very good. Abante ba konso etro beto ho se ono nso batua dem say omo ente no. Nti me ka tell me so no so wia on free focus line no. Na nko bi e ho bia no. Ye ne ni. Ti bi jo ne sadia na me da wase. Na me ni anso so akem.
Nana Kwame.
Yeah, Sergio.
Nana. Kotoko against
Aduana. Mamentia yahefo na yetiefo nyina Kotoko Focus TV. So na ndra na nanka the first time ananka me be kasa on this platform but na network ni high kaka. Nti me nya the opportunity ankasa nti mamentia yetiefo nyina biem na ene me nya kwanya witness game ni nyina na to be frank make on other platforms on Friday and Saturday say Aduana stars bano to me I think say me right of Aduana totally because na meaning the kind of team I ever na meaning say Aduana eba without a solid midfield some babe surrender midfield no entirely to Kotoko because normal midfield na one I knew say it was without Eric Kwakwa and Prince, former Kotoko, Prince Aqua, former Kotoko midfielder. No, they're the youngest among Aduana midfielders. And also now when you have contractual issues, I think they were freedom. And see, net midfield neighbor and your midfielder, the only reliable person I had them from Pond and Alex Bachi. Examine said Aduana there, midfield there, then Kotoko, a bit take over the midfield. Same it happened in the first leg. I was the man. Which had word to Agadas Salifu Mudasiru. They take you over the midfield. After the game, Aduana coach still can't once and even post penalty is all bought which had word to name Mudasiru Abaso for controlling the midfield in that particular first leg. Marco Timia the 2-0 lead. It's enough to say that Aduana was surrender the midfield to Kotoko. And see what they did, somebody bypassed the Kotoko midfield with long balls. Mohammed. Na oye good in area ability no utimi ejebo na wahodi ya play atwen Jemfini Adams se na be yan combat me create 4v4 against Kotoko back four with two wingers number one because some say wingers no pace but ya na enim no kra be ma yemre kakra even
yeah the game the season say ya the baby you
the be ma yemre because ya me nim no I am in
Asamoah eba.
Yeah, befa boss we yeah apel ni Mubarak nyina but I want to from kaka jump no ka say the muso ayedu kaka nti the jump no ka wonti me jump ye nti na ma Aduana ma ya nti me win those long balls mpo na hold up play it's time be another pressure goes back to Aduana and Kotoko was so dominant in midfield Buama the wing forwards Miensano and then Fabio Gama especially because the two midfielders of Aduana they had to deal with Sheriff and Agadas and there was nobody in particular to deal with Fabio Gama because I'm about two top and now midfield now going just two players in the midfield and to Gama also any a lot of time and space on the ball to find the passes to and the forwards no Kotoko created a lot of chances to be frank. And I said it. Now, me present Kotoko with me at least 3 goals, 4 goals, but then chances nearby. Moshe a lot of true passes. We look at a defense splitting passes. A code through the defense of Aduana. Those passes not going to me recover and they create 2 penalties. Because penalties in were through balls. I call into the penalty box of Aduana Stars. Went me and deliver it. That tells you a side that went me and deliver with the midfield of Kotoko. And those passes mostly from the midfield of Kotoko. And see, make Aduana defensively, organize them here. And the midfield also, make they are weakened in midfield. But sometimes football, only opportunity say was say okay games. Now went me and kill the game. Just a simple error. It's number when it's to wine and a been a two Kotoko. And then I mean it could not be before that header, that goal from Bright again, it could have been 3-0. And second 3-0, I think Diana would have even given up. And Common Pussy had and put to even try and get a goal. But after someone realizes still, despite the opportunity I mean opportunity to increase the tally from the sports, they felt said they can take something away from the game. And into the moment push try and get it from the corner kick and from a set piece. I think this is about the third or fourth corner kick or set piece I consider from this season. A worrying kaka. And the minimum is a basic defensive error on a course way because I don't think that's our principle of defending actually. Say corner kicks by 2 and 3, 4 because corner kicks offside name into 2 and 3 no yes because ball nipa no be keke ball no or it's already on the line. It is only penny ahead of Mamujana box no nyina. Into offside name to try and limit space in the wall around the goalkeeper. Say the be a goalkeeper ni bit simenya rex so pieba and also da po nimpa obetimi a save but I don't know if a player ni referee ne ho and keeper no so anka ye na said so be make sure say players in the fapo no so I think say when me remind them indeed I'm for Aduana for granted say baby Aduana will not be able to come back into the game so na me say psychologically players ni ho no na more Aduana it's me back into the game but the Kotoko players were not bad at all today. Indeed, it's one of the best performances I've had this season. To dominate a big team like Aduana is not that easy, but they did it. They really dominated Aduana. They created chances. Both players. And then my special praise to Richard Bodo. In fact, he did well in the midfield. At the point in time, not only protected back four, no. Edu baby moons on Sharif, I interchange, no forward. And I think the third penalty, it was in the past, and I could create that penalty. And the ultimate Ben penalty was not me man that true passer. Did penalty no. And then one player, to be frank, my friend D, but I think he's one of the unsung heroes for Kotoko this season. George Fegi. Say Joe, when him say this is the first time a player will bought that position as a wing forward.
Yeah,
or a winger.
So no, because yes. Center forward.
Or yes, center forward from the former team Avion Academy in the Cameroonian League. Or captain team no lead the attack or no when him more train supplies just like in Bella or no put the number one top in the team and see what the enemy has a hard working number 9 and now the biggest traits in so area ability set cross the saber or Kurina what Pemashe. It's why I think say was goals from the team more than the 9 input with 6 goals now washing and see or you'll be another thriving on such area abilities but waba a new setup. The position change. It's been moved from the typical center forward role. Abba a left wing, not even put right wing as a right footed, but on the left wing, and we adapted so much. When on the opportunity to be go but what see as I said, Bono, he's playing like a second striker. I was so Yejumane Mobi. Now I say, and my share a lot of strikers are back. Your league more corner there. Striker behind here and unsung hero be or behind him. Na ten be man share goals, but Omona na in time bomb with him be. And I can't remember even Eric McQueen had come na Yaro. And man na Ishbelado share goals, and there was Anoseko for who was playing like a number 10 to him. I happen in football be, but I don't know. Obe can say and you wanna tell me omunya goals. No, almost be there, but and yeah or Yejumana me got access or Yejumana mobi. And normally attention didn't come so sir. But for George and Fegi, I think that this boy deserves special praise. Not only for the attacking abilities, no, but for the work rates, then the energy level. Or Barbe drew penalty box in the defender and the Martin. On your natural winger, and even natural wingers, I won't tie with such work rate, some will bet and be defendable. But this guy as a center forward now or adapt it on the wings. Now what I say one of the responsibilities as a wing forward is a back, track it back, a one and left back, and ten behind Fegi a ball at the mark or try say obey the best defensively without the ball, the kind of runs and then openings are or cover at the Martin. I think that the guy is a super player. Pass or the man in Bella and pass none a year Germany it was more of like an unlooking pass. Maybe or the ball no coins and the ball to my in Bella. Or appreciate pace space now back say in Bella bit and the brilliantness of a finisher. I mean in Bella there now it's all about finishing. Who say goalkeeper no because keeper no say in Bella the ball be na nim kakra and so no be shoot I was shooting. But the realize that there's so much distance between goalkeeper and then the other player was shooting straight to them. It was really a big shot. Now me fear in Bella, I mean goals. Now me count this our share goals me even outside the penalty box. Now indoors today or share me say yes, it's not just a penalty box striker. Say box no can be team should go, but I just say yes, even outside the box or you will be a bit me shooting from afar. Beginning of the season, I was even thinking saying Bella could be the one I'll bet me operating from the flanks because Oluki will be more footwork near there. But now what I say he is the finisher and in Fagin so I say yes, he can provide for Bella. This boy is 19 goals for Bella. I mean 2 assists and 6 goals for Fagin with about 5 assists. I think say the Cameroonian I'm winning title on the Kotoko. I don't see anyhow Kotoko loses title. A difficult intimacy because also the kind of matches Haka to even Omomu chase Kotoko down beneath Kotoko. Krana and easy matches in Momo. And if they have to stand any chance of winning it, they will have to win all of the 6 games now Haka, and which is near impossibility. Particularly when all these teams are relegation threatened teams.
Nana may come be say House of Folk. Our 6 games. Now say our 2 away. Now 2 away no so no.
Against relegation threatened teams. Yes.
And our 3 relegation teams never RTU, Kinfesa, and 11 Wonders.
Yes, but RTU no crowd at home. Yes, and the last game into possibly be RTU I see dynamics ni bit me assess. But then also the game against 11 Wonders. I know they are just 2 games away. And 11 Wonders, this is from the first game Oluzu with you to Asante go Oluzu game be with you. And for the way the first game of the season, I know Oluzu at home to Ash Gold from Eric Eso Egu our share. From then 11 Wonders Oluzu match with you. The West year draw. Wow. And see and House of Folk so this season yes. Or the northern side of the country. Thereby just a point. Just a point, Deba. And just outside the class stadium, the wings are fire 2 pair. So when you go to a difficult ground to like Wonders, pitch in the ground sound mount bobo papa. It's difficult so besan kofa ultimate kofa 3 points the man. So America say winning the rest of the games is just like an impossibility because don't forget to say when the Olympics so a decider. You want to say it's something that will decide the top 4 because maybe Olympics so Ghana say for top 4 race. And see, only Olympics bubble game across Stadium. And the last 3 meetings between these 2 sides has in fact win against Olympics. And how much I said they are the landlord of Accra. And see, it's a derby game. And also no ultimate counted 3 points. So I don't even want to stress on House of Folk because I'm only a 4th on the top 4. No, that 4th.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'm my 3rd. So I don't even want to stress on House of Folk. So much of a contender for the league
title. But Munyamunim said the last time I got to the league, House of Folk top 4 man can.
Oh, that was 2014.
I'm the 6. I'm to 6.
I mean, for that stress, normally I'm off cry.
Nana, football dynamics be blow it, miss you.
True.
Oh no. Apart from FA helping them like last season, 6 consecutive matches, more dubious penalty, dubious which apart from I don't know, one can somebody bomb to be fighting to be joy.
Nana Kasa.
Now me was saying about say Maybe now they bashed the Kotoko defense and a whole lot near there. But in my end, even if it's the Kotoko and they quite the best defensive record in the league.
Hey, you try Bechem.
So or no. Yes, Kotoko considered 17 goals. Bechema considered 18 goals.
Oh, it's a bank.
On say Bechem for the last games, no considered 3 at 11 wonders. And on a Karela Bebo 1-1. And until Omugo Gibanokano. Nanka dan lot me for clean sheet we man nanka or try a catch up with him or Ben kaka but I just want to more matches than that didn't know what that luxury of more clean sheets. See, Belgium has been conceding. Also no if you're not conceding, but away not conceding but they fear they I think we're conceding just 3 goals so far, but they away no conceding 15 goals. But
the guy is good at home.
I mean, a heart of folk 1 day or Moshe, Karela, a Mabashiru go share and Dreams FC, and they who saves to share 1 goal.
Now, when my always say relegation threatened team now, or more relegation teams now, money abroad, or more person for relegation. When you saw money, has of folk be chimna a chabo.
Yes. Me who say be chim next match or quite team.
Aye,
or go away to Wafa, and so and it's really easy. And even the home games, the crown of Pediria became born now. No, Obebo home to Legon Cities, and Legon Cities they are unbeaten in about the last 3 games. It's gradually. I'm a mojo on the back. Even it's a home game, it's a home game, but it's a difficult game for Bechim. And see, and Karela coach in Israel be our started picking points be away from home near there. And see, has also be about Karela. It's I mean. For the league, I mean, person even make call for with CBA league title contention near day. My problem is not about Kotoko. I was say pick 9 points mathematically if Sebechim be winning a matches are Kenya to win the league title. But my problem is Bechim being able to win the rest of the 6 games. I be pushing Kotoko to get 9 points out of the remaining 18 to win the league mathematically. Bechim will not be able to get all the kind of 18 points. Will not be able to get the 18 points. It's in person, but American Kotoko defensive record. It's not bad. Just like the way our team no constantly goes. No, I mean say have fans, no, and fans need be so low key ahead of the season because maybe now say the league is a done deal. It's almost share what's next because you can't take such a defense to compete in Africa. And I mean, you're a share game be about the Confederation. Yeah, but don't say you ever call the Champions League and Sana Nye Empire drop it at the about Confederation. And see at the Champions League level, I mean, the quality is a bit higher than the Confederation. And to be able to get
TP
Mazembe have dropped from the Champions League. It tells you that Mazembe were reducing in terms of quality. We're reducing this time around. Since 2016, I want to compete that match in the Champions League. And see, and to be able to get to the group stages in the Champions League, something I alluded and since 2006. I think for about 16 years now, maybe Eludi Kotoko. I was set team, tried to break a 16-year jinx to be able to get into the group stages of the CAF Champions League. Such a defense, they won't to me because I mean, Kotoko. Nekotoko show no eneno se wakọ wanya Rajabi ofie ene na wanya ne see na wajana ukọ ne home Morocco and so yes, and to be able to get into the group stages of the Champions League we are then you have to eliminate a big gang Oma a type of group stages ni bi na also yin free na also we group stages so it's fans that's a baby one fans ni baby the way forward, the future. And see, I'm looking at Prosperity, say which Messi League title, possibly after the home game against Bikum Chelsea, or pick a point away at Indiana to fill the league title. And then the last 2 or 3 games, I go something like a preseason, something like a trial match, or they share, they are steady. Actually, a week, they play the positions be or doing say, obeying have to strengthen going forward. I think say Warner. Now Prosperity after winning the league title, there wasn't not doing the record because the tasks ahead in the Champions League is much more difficult than this. It will be again behind the dynamics, but the quality never ban. particularly walk away from home. And when you meet quality sides, almost show a level of standard of football. I was through here. You need to compete higher than the area when you know. But all the same, so me who a bit of tiredness and so in the team, and I'm hoping say team a bit me and a bit of rest after the season, and then Omar recover early enough to be able to face the club competition coming next season. Because a player like Sharif, I think say or a tired kakra, say Division 1 football. This players need Division 1, Division 2, but not about matches. And normally, say
almost all the matches.
Yes, a Division 1 Sharif Airboya. I can 2 games no a season. Yes, because 28 games, I cut 2 games no a the season. But this is the Premier League. You still have 6 games to go because teams may endorse more, and Premier League needs to have more intensity than Division 1. Again, Division 1, no, you're zoning to won't travel quickly, but now you have to travel all around the country. And the first time, mechanic said tiredness kakabim, possibly Mudasiru returning back from suspension. Maybe he can have a bit of rest, and because maybe you can have Mudasiru and Agada spare in the midfield. Not also any a bit of rest. Kaka also fatigue Subenen Kaka. Unlike maybe in Bella, he's young but on our ball elite football in Cameroon. Or ball Premier League in Cameroon. So and yet new the man. But for a player like Sharif Mohammed, no, straight away from Division 1. And could be a better farmer in poor. A lot of us were thinking Senka next season. But miraculous to these players, I'm making sure say this season are far at their mom. They will need a bit of rest. Also, you've been so about a lot of positions around the team. The versatility all around. Ultimate starting game on the right wing. You better end the game, no ball left back. No about 3 positions in one game. See, it's being overused. And maybe when you say be a performance, he's trying to conserve energy. I even saw it in the game against Swafa. And see, maybe he will need rest. Going for 2 games, be rest. Babaka. Obesani, I want for floor.
The
performance is bad.
Where the end, saying I will be able to be.
Yes, okay.
I mean, we said we'll be able to discuss if it will be a benefit upon. Mwamusha in Bella. A kwambana obia in a 1 minute. Like, how do you describe that guy, the young boy?
One thing is a fast and proven striker. Also, strikers are always the eye for goal. Before say pass in a crime run, who can't making a decision that because as a striker, before the true pass, Babakra, will make a decision in your head whether to shoot or to do anything. Because when you say Fege far ball, he ran. So in himself definitely in Fege, about that true pass, neba. This is my decision. Tinwedi can't make a decision. That's why one more balls because Joseph Ado thought say Nanke Bia or Bewosuba Kubinu and Sanebia will shoot you. But surprisingly, no, or born one time and now Joseph Ado went to me and ya born and as went to me and CV. Born, look at the distance, it's about 25 to 30 yards. And like a striker like this, he tells you say he's a proven striker and he thinks before say born the crab ban honum. So in Bella the Obeka say Obia we free the country at different country, even adaptation crampo a problem. But look at how we see adapt easily. Omo call pre-season time omo could drew on them. But league in start once the league, one started from the beginning, baby or started from about say free.
Yeah, one bought the first 4 games to one.
Yes, after 5th week, and I know all Bemukaka. And that one, yes, that time Kano said I'm blending with the team ni. But look at the matches our boy. Then the number of goals our side, it tells you say or one player if say can taking the chances here. Quentin more goals, 21 goals, and Obibeka say what he's done. No, most of the strikers say bar or you proven in the club, but Oba he finds very difficult. Say be a bit me a conjure magic even Kwame Poku at that time last season. No, your best player, and as everyone say, or your best attacker. How many goals? No, say 8 goals in the season, and or the man Kotoko. But this is the striker although wetimi abo some few matches and as advance matches in one money nyina no wetimi about 19 goals and leading the goal king charter from different country. It tells you say he's a well proven striker, and if given time, like say and Nyoma Ebeba said definitely no be cornered because Ubienwa was so good and wow veteran another. And since supporters and say Yan Tom Bella. And I want to
Oh yeah, Tepa.
Na kwa mo si ento mbela.
Supporters and say because wouldn't date Omaka. Na say Monko Stadium sana mo catch management so monto.
Okay, I feel matter was.
Monko Stadium. It's council near the run it means you more catch management so monto Bella. Na me say the person that can previously say me train say you be turn we now support the biba be kasa. Na honom na and some way mu you be catch romo. And therefore as I'm trying for the beer or more every man half Salim Echo, Cincinnati, a good deal, a good deal. Now, the players, you come back, you bet the and no better. I want him. In Bella, he's a proven striker. I sure said that I have more recruitment or more, and what bomb for Sodiama club or else. Say, can you maintain your dear more results? You are two players are. And we will see a lot of Barcelona, but they've proven everybody wrong. So even their first season, only in Fagin or goals, no Kabuma, they are having about 26 goals plus assists. It tells you say they are proving and they are more Mabasu. They can do more even in the next Liano. So move to different teams, so they can do more.
Yeah, so you made a Mbella there. Well, the question about say return or not, I think it relies with management. But you see, yeah, you see, strikers like Mbella and what then were you legging before the season? Now, over I'm a 1 mile starting goals. 19 goals. In about 22 starts. About 24 games. We're starting with 22. And see, when you strike a bit more 1 mile, such a goal. It means they go with on both 2 matches. No, I say 1 goal. What I say? Or I yes.
Or 1 per 1.
1 per 1, yes. Almost.
Yeah.
Almost. Yes. It's such a striker. And what they so Benya. And we're the composure in the penalty box. The movement, positioning. The intelligence. Also, the penalty is not what I was telling. I'm not. Worried because the style of penalty, the keeper dependent. I'm penalty in Subapa because on make his own keeper no be movie. For a linesman, baby, no. I'm on shake goalkeeper movement. I want Shaka because
Star did not progress because they should have retaken. Yes.
Shanka in coverage in a year. I'm not sure.
He moved.
On the line. The same thing happened at the Mina Sharks. It's a keeper dependent. Biano. It's a goalkeeper. Ever stay on the line. Never movie before the bar. Or most of the times.
The ball passed before the
keeper. It's a star. Men say, I'm very forced boy to change his star. Derby. But maybe to change the direction of the penalties, they are fine. But main person may judge striker crowd.
Media, me see omo encourage no. Penalty no, ye ko boase de bisi a on san kofa no mo. Was said I said
there's no way the coach will change him at this crucial moment. I'm not sure.
I know they are not on one because Prosper Dika so you're the first penalty taker. And one thing they say they're not on the initial American say the direction of penalty kicks, and they say Osisano because sometimes yeah, but once we're very predictable, say all the time behind the penalties now about 90%. Right. It's a goalkeepers now also
Charlie go now for share in any day.
No say keepers not cheating and I say keepers not saving in always on the right and on the
right.
Yes. But was also on the right, but Doduana Maybe as a goalkeepers in that direction. But I think my penalties cry me I'm time fan just strikers. Strikers all the time is about the composure and then the rate of scoring, the timing, everything. No, and then Marky was a good striker who physical level. No, once I'm a Toure back, Kotoko, they will be a very good striker. But the whole season, I'm a Toure on an leading foreign. I know I say goals, Kesiama Kotoko. That was 12 goals.
12 goals.
But this player, Ababe in the 19 and still counting.
Nana Kwame, one season say will be a free. I'm on the more than 12 goals. Because you could see
the Ghana Premier League.
Ghana Premier League, you could see Nana Urban and Bound so 10 or 11.
Was Victoria and Adeba. That season, Yamboy we na season the catty of. But now Konosi will be now goals by and Washer in Bella. The goal rates no 104 like 104 minutes be our one goal. Yeah, the minutes per goal ratio 104 minutes behind. Just a little over 90 minutes. No amount will go. A striker with such statistics there wouldn't say team be no nya on pe. Be anya ya.
So you so young got on wow.
The age in San Antonio.
Now Joe, Obidi 1 million and I say 1.5 million euros about player one on ton. Even 1 million euros on ton.
In Bella there, I see 1.5 million euros near Monaco. Now the champion see you, where the champion see you. The other battle, one of them be free in Bella.
Video, my main can't be. Abrante, me, the management and Tona, medium Mohoya. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. My main tema there. On say French agents, no. Omani any sika. Any omo influence, omo players, so no. It was so bad. A career management in Kwa and speculation being the one at about Bonte. When you say speculation, if you are Bonte, I bet you know if free for more managers. No, minimum way aware.
Yes,
almost yes, almost 80%. Yes, sometimes you know, I am not a boy, but sometimes you know, they are not a more club, and also they say the pressure. Better management and so me no can say team because say 10,000 15,000 20,000 40,000 a month I can't branch in 1 year
when ever here Kotoko
no can you be say yes no matter you be say on renew the contract on renew rather our person over now go free. Right?
Yeah.
Papa says the conditions so are management woman. They need money. Supporters, young custody. Census, young tia. And media, and then the bonnet so to me person management. A ton, but rather said ye an international football agent, an administrator. I want to scout to players and my foreign clubs. And they will get this obey to me as scout.
Tries to go around.
They have replaced it in Bella. Into my massa opportunity way and slip by. Young cash good money. Me young drama issue. Now, not between my another good striker. And never be that and no more. Not big Joe, nay and lose Sushi. Sassy Cano, yet the baby, papa. Into me, Cassie and Tona, and then a bonnet so. Say young Tona. The agents, no, on my own toy, free Sabria of Massa Branch and a contract due. Young Tona find you good money, near replacing. Papa may call the 1 minute pay. 1 minute pay, where the mom 100 now, 1 minute pay. Me were foot will be Edema, Mimi Okuma, Quajo, Asthma. I have friend Patrick Asthma. Me were foot will be Edema. Social media. A bit me I make you, Quajo. and at the same time a bit to me on make you asami koba yi nyina no adofo ene omondo no bia kan de ope but unim de no nyanse mo no utro letter e de be pampani fortune ama yemu be yes as a professional necessary we are no aye no sa so Duncan Williams video na odi akwakoto o Twitter no me as supporter a football me dey ma won say yi se free ho na Peace FM omoye program bi omato ne din wubu ba yenso yetibe o papa na wo ye na de nti a ma na okotro letter de be pa atwo no se obie sa video no na ohwe na ote asem na Duncan Williams e ka wasem no nti a ahye wo nkran a ode ababeto na ono nso otebe obanyansafo obunu be won kana asem minim da ye fanti nti ma making ate maninko aswe.
Hello everyone and
obunu be won kana asem.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Anane, well, last word.
Joe, I'm saying Aduana, open here, you know, I can. Sometimes we no one manage Omuya. I think it be me or make you what that player. And no, say, we a professional player. Walk about ball Europe, and maybe most of the big clubs. Walk about ball, so you should be professional. Sometimes I did keep to be able to say, oh, we the preaching can be maybe at that part and be okay. But what your letter echo part you shouldn't bring such videos on your Twitter handle. We are that means letter now trying to crown. Now who know not just say who you are on yourself, will be intimate, will be intimate, make you one bit. No football. Be any page out, Timiko Drew, and Pempen so be am page out, be out one over. And mind you, often tonight, you say there are some players who Kotoko at that time, no movie Kotoko, no more performance. The likes of Emmanuel Jempi, Kotoko, about performance, Tinia Kotoko, Ede Pamono, nay about a year, Subai. Inti, who say, one, Emmanuel Jempi cried a members or no cano a starter. No, yeah, one of the backbone of Asante Kotoko last season, but because of the attitude we see, and the man team no yeah, the Epamono, and then Oko Aduana no nim say we no say Oko Aduana because it's can no general Kotoko and Aduana uche is getting bear for crowd ebi obeje back so who a player now and no Paprikasma player winning a compete on the left back no. Or a much improved than you because your starting league, oh, asthma, no, the starting league, you know, and who pry, and now Imuro crowd ball first 2-3 games, now man for crampo, did nothing. But after then, Imuro who said no, but men lifting up my performance and the performance our left and then everybody is talking about Imuro. So say we not chance, and I say we not know the number, Kotoko out to you. You got the nod to play. And as a professional player, such penalties, you don't commit. Aside that, crowd, what attitude is the most important because player now only competing. He's ahead of you. And today now, so we are not wait to explore ourselves. But one to me, yes, I say, yes, I know, man, asthma, the toe, why? We a player. What about first season, second season, it can be say after this season due to a attitude management because where you know what attitude makes me destroy other players then they terminate your contract and because I say players are terminate your contract after then performance saying one crying the likes of any Jemfi money women and then Jemfi starting league or say 5 goals a Jemfi where is he again off. But that's a dinner, no, the Kosoro. The likes of Joseph Adu, and yes, one move you. But
and then they were having almost 6 players.
That is it. And say we player, Kotoko will make you. I'm a way to do level our person do. It's players, to all the players, especially Asma, on you very careful. Now more Ben, and that's all more managing. They should talk to him, say the bear at least you can know whatever he's doing when especially off the field incident. Say the bear, Kotoko supporters, Mobi Amana Bemumbu team in the league in the said he did but yeah, Neoma Bines is shaping the said at least because see a league in every year, your crown official league every year. We just have about 3 weeks as I say now what they call Africa. So that is the time we need to say this time around group should be a womb be and you try say a bit more fix and as a bit more so the bay Africa and disaster and for my
all right. Nana, what's the fire?
Yeah, so Joe, quickly, this is not a time I say Kotoko fan. I was say I mean, this is the time to support, and we a player and so all finish here. I was so nervous, but yes, the last days are dangerous, and I was all finishing hard. Now we will see money effect. And to send almost share performance now, and I was almost see money effect. Now quickly, me will be to be edify the sale of Mbella and the replacement of Mbella. Mbella is replaceable. On the continent of Africa, are they a quick scouting and our teams maybe there? And that is what they live on or they feed on. And send a quiet fast so you who said they be striker be free Cameroon Division 1 in by Premier League within over a year with more goals. It can cover 20. The neighbor Kotoko now you provide a much more advanced team. Good midfielders were around, which mean more goals. You who say striker be or ball leg, you know, 10 goals at Cotton Sports, a penny and Kofan and Bra. The same way we can see across the continent of Africa, very good strikers. Say a tour in Bella, they over $1 million, $100,000. I'm telling you, just 10% of that money can get Kotoko a very good striker. Because a season ago, 2 seasons ago, the top scorer of the Confederations Cup, no ball DC Motemba Pembe, Eodira Congo. I know I had in the back room have a share and go. Our class posted you. Bongonga. Yes. The Omotoni Fidalin Club Motemba, no the top scorer in the Confederations Cup the year before for just $100,000. But no, I share 9 goals in the Confederations Cup. But fee now I had in for 400,000. So what's me turn with the because Obokotoko no younger. What's me turn for that huge money? My name say Oko back to Uganda, area. Steven Mukwela, $100,000. Uganda club being one gym and the numbers and so on are bad. On board in a more advanced team to Sekotoko, on board a big team, sir, into opportunities, maybe, or you're even reduced to lesser chances within the game. But the numbers within the last 3 seasons are bad. From 15 goals as a joint top scorer, the following season, or about 14 goals. As I speak to you with this season, you're more likely we acquire 11 goals as the second top scorer again. The numbers in bad. They can go back and fight for the Nanka War pet. How they can find Bella, even for Africa.
When him say,
have a taste of Africa.
Mukwala, Mukwala, nane buono. Sika na omu demand no. Se sika no. Yedi nya infige ni Bella.
Oh, okay.
Kakra
now you know say
difference kakra bi ne betom kakra kitikitikitikiti ene beto so.
And I'm gonna say by now you know say old Tom Bella for such a huge money. Now you can go and pay for that money and for whatever you know, maybe another team to cancel. I mean, Africa, the teams be bringing yes, particularly around area more East Africa. Quite
maintaining Fegi. Now the never can figure.
You're maintaining the Fegi and the Mukola. So when the profile now, he's just like in Bella. Yeah, you finish. I need the ano. Then the movement, the pace, then the way and where you be about national team pick, national team.
Oh, that's so bomb.
Or Bochan team, yes. Ogusu Ebo wa tasty Africa pen. I should go Africa pen. Yes, than a team no to me and do a year the group stages.
Yeah, this is the normal. This is the normal ball Confederation Cup.
Yes, and see or a taste of it before. And see the agent so any that bad. It's still marketable or resellable. So you can even go back and negotiate for him again. Aside on Okrano, So we scout around Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, particularly cheaper.
And there's another one in Cameroon.
Around Cameroon.
Yeah, there's another one in Cameroon.
Yes.
Say one need to a young guy.
The integral so I'll be saying here to spend from Mbela Sika over Tona Abidjan is to strengthen the back line identifiably. And I be the weakest point of the team will be to me at least. So when you have two astute centre backs, we be actually one of my a bit in Yambaka. And see, we shouldn't if Mbela leaves, no, or you replaceable. The profile he's so much replaceable in on the continent. Team no want to move down to Tom baby there a hard but a team now ba ko pe bi na we placing with profile and player and profile and say or no all connect there and the smoothly teamwork no be san adwuma a year adwuma a finisher goes a finisher comes goes no be san ba it's a big deal.
Okay, all right. Abusafo nana ani anane NSU we there ya da medamu nyina amase aja dwumadi no aha ani bi si nyame aduma memenda te da munim no ye be san aba na yenim say ye game no metite say one hwe be born on Wednesday and Thursday any as good no it look like say be midweek e bi anan san foforo aba say banso aye nyina yenim say koba say midweek a ye be hu de be ye because the matter say weekend yi omobo FA Cup enti na de wo ho no mo me hwe enti de be se bia no ye mo ya so ati na se se hye ha e be hia enti we de anane oni kwa me ne ewusuo medi nyame jamo nyame yadma ye be kasa mo abai abusafo aha eni di dwumadie no so ebisi me da mase